Yeah. Anyway, honourable shout out to Shivas.
Come
We did this before already. You understand? You'll see the cocktail on the screen. Put it on the screen for me, please. Make sure you drink responsibly, especially if you're under 18. Stay away from them type of drink there, because you understand what I'm saying. But they've got something called Rise Up, right? And
wait. What do you mean rise up? Because when the man them in the ends rise up, Chuckie, there's problems.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
But the reason why I feel like this is even good to bring bring up next to it is because their most recent one that they've done with Shams. Honourable shout out to Shams, by the way.
100%.
I want Shams to sit on the. I'm sure she's been on the couch, but before we was even visualizing. I think she came mad early. We need Shams back on the couch again at some point. Big up to her because she's doing some good business and whatnot. She was talking to B Young, and B Young was talking about working with his family. Yeah. I think it was his brother in particular before just like running a gym and then ending up doing music, and his family's working with him or whatever. Yeah. Which made me think about like working with family myself. Now, let me be honest with you. You see, when I think about working with family, yeah, I actually don't think about immediate family. I actually think about elements of family that I created. That's like, right. This is going to sound harsh to some people, but the reality is that there are some people that are so close to me that they're my family. Blood couldn't make us any closer.
I'll say it as it is. I have certain friends that are closer to me than my cousins, and I would do more for certain friends than I would do for my cousins. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's what it is.
Yeah. And so, like, I've always loved the idea of working with them in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, I got a couple of, like, you know what? I got a cousin called Elliot. You know Elliot, the one who came here that time when I was recording. It was the day that Peter died, actually.
Absolute
my cousin.
Hero.
When I tell you,
I met one of your cousins the other day as well, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Outside.
Elliot, I could work with Elliot. Yeah. And you know, even in my life now, yeah, we do completely different things. But still in my head, I'm thinking, whenever there's an opportunity, I know I need to ring him. If there's an opportunity that I know that matches, I could work with him. Not just because he's my family, but because he's got a certain type of mindset. He's got a certain way of dealing with things that is different to me. And I think when you're doing business with someone, it's good to do business with someone who's not 100% going to deal with things exactly like you. Because you can almost be a yin to a yang. 100%. Do you understand what I'm saying? What about you? Do you feel like there's anyone family-wise, brethren-wise, I don't want to say brethren, but family, you know what I mean, that you could do business with?
I've only worked with family from day one. Your family. I've only worked with family. Straight. I've never gone to work somewhere without a family member. Yeah. It's just not in my thing. I'm not going. Like, I never agree. I put it this way. So from the start of this thing, yeah, I looked at university, and I'd always looked at why people left my estate, and when they came back, they were so different. Right. And they never could connect with the estate. And then years later, they'll come back and try to connect, but they never could connect with Ferry Lane. Ferry Lane was such a village. Yeah. So I remember when I used to go university, I felt obligated to come back to Ferry Lane. I have to come back to Ferry Lane. It was almost like you were doing a service there. I was working on the estate anyway. All right, I say that to say this. Throughout that journey, I realized within the work that I like to do, I need to be able to predict your third move. Okay. If I can't predict your third move, I don't know how I'm going to work with you. Because sometimes you're going to do something and I need to know what you're going to do next so I can eradicate it beforehand to prevent a situation manifesting. I.e., if you go out of your brethrens, you might step on my trainer. The most I'm going to do is wipe it and carry on my life. But you could step on someone else's trainer, and because you know what that person's like, you may pull him out the way, or you do something to counteract the second move that he would have done. Right. Now, there are working equivalents that I can't think of right now, but I definitely know I need to know at least 3 steps. Right. Cool. That puts me in a position of safety. I can work, and never be concerned about the next move because I know what it's going to be. So when I'm working with people who are complete strangers and we approach situations of danger, whether that be financially, whether that be work-wise, creatively, what have you, and I don't know your next move, that puts me in a state of, so what do we do from here? Right. I don't even know what you're like outside of working parameter. Right. So when it comes to having natural conversations, are you going to give me ego? Yeah. If you're my brethren and I know how, and you usually give me ego, like for example, I give you ego bare times, but you know how to navigate around it. So therefore it's cool. But if I was a stranger giving you that ego, and you're working with me, Where do we go from here?
Right, I hear you.
But if it's me, it's like, oh, don't worry, Carl's always like this. Give it a little, he'll move on.
Yeah.
We can deal with that type of thing. So I only work with family, bro, and then we go and approach strangers.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel strong within myself working with strangers. Because somewhere in this building, there's people working as family. So I'm always at a disadvantage.
Yeah, and do you know what? I think also when you approach the stranger, the two of you, or the three of you, however many of you there is, you all have a different way of dealing with certain things, which then has a way of protecting each other. Because depending on the energy, the contract, the discussion or whatnot, each person has a way of being able to deal with it in a way that you can protect each other.
And look at the work that you're doing as well. If you go into work as a plumber and you just want to bring everyone, it's just plumbing you're doing. Excuse my ignorance, but I imagine there's a protocol and there's a way to do it. So you can pretty much work with a lot of people because there is it's not an opinion-based thing. It's a fucking instructions of what we need to go and do. We need to go and do it.
Yeah.
Do you know where me and you work? We have the privilege of selling our culture in a way that other people can relate to not only give us financial gain, but to help our community, and we can grow as brands as well. Right. This is a fucking privilege, bro. So if that's the privilege I've been given as a young man, I can only bring people that understand that privilege. Right. Because the moment I bring someone that doesn't understand why I'm working, and the only reason why they're working is it's for me, so I can look like the person, so I can be the moment I'm working with someone like that, do you know how many arguments we're going to have? Do you know how many problems we're going to encounter? Because I'm working for the village. I'm working here to go back to help my brethren. Yo, I've just created a new opportunity. Come over here. Are you lot? I think there's someone that might like you. I think you should come with me. Right. Or there's a Nike event. Can we go? Like, that's how I work. Like, whatever you're doing, come with me. We can make it bigger. If what you're working is whatever you do, you just think about you and you just want to make yourself bigger. Yeah. I'm not saying you can't do that at some points. Of course, you got to think about yourself. But that is your overall intent. Yeah, I cannot work with you. Family member, not family member, it's irrelevant. So I say work with people from your village. Sorry to rant. Work with people from your thing. Because I want you to understand that when you work in our parameter, we're selling something a hell of a lot more important than fucking cars and clothes. We're selling our lifestyle, our culture, our history.
And if you do, especially in music and that, or in the creative field, and you have someone like a family member, whether it be immediate family, whether it be family that you have created, and built, it's so good to have someone on your side that not only looks at your best interest at heart, but also isn't fazed by money so much. Because you know what? Sometimes I think what happens with family is that, like, a family member sees that you're talented or whatever, wants to just be in the mix of it, wants to be in the mix of everything. And any little check that comes through, they're prepared to sign it because ultimately they're going to get a percentage. You have to do the work, essentially. You're the one who has to stand out in front of however many thousands of people and perform music that you may not necessarily even like, because of this contract that you might have signed, or because of the group of people that you have around you, or whatnot. But when you actually have people around you, that actually have your best interest at heart, and it doesn't involve money, it doesn't involve being fazed by an extra O. It can only put you in the long term in a greater situation, even if it meant that, you know what, you felt like you missed out on something. Because you know what, the reality is most of the time, doing the right thing, you haven't lost out on nothing. You've lost out on nothing.
Absolutely. In time, you realize it was the right thing to do. Yeah. Doing the wrong thing short term always feels good.
No, I'm telling you.
When I get McDonald's after I'm bare hungry, I always feel like on a night out. But in the morning, when I feel my trust me.
Even with gal.
I didn't want to go there, but do you know what I'm saying? The best example I can give is this. Yeah. And this is true facts now. I went through, and like most people, through COVID, I went through the worst time of my whole entire life.
Go on.
It was the worst moment of my whole entire life. And it was when I couldn't see my youths. My baby mum was doing madness on the line. You don't even want to know what's happening in my household. Got a man climbing through my window to attack me. There's bare stuff going on, bro. Like, my life is an absolute mess, bro. And I am stressed. But these times, I've got situations which I've created. One of them being Filthy Fellas. Let me tell you something. Tigo is one of the most important people in my life. I fucking die for Tigo, bro. It's one of the most important people in my life. Because when everything was going on and I'm having a mad argument with fucking Miles, I was acting like an arsehole. I was acting like a complete arse that time. I'm losing my mind because I can't see my youths. I'm here crying. Do you know what Tigo does? He phones me. We have like an hour discussion. And at the end of it, he's like, Po, like, take a step back. Because them times, I'm intensely doing everything filthy fellas. And so's Tigo, who's always worked at 100 miles per hour.
Yeah.
But I'm working, bruv, he told me take a step back, bro. And I've had to take a step back. And not that I was doing dumb, like, I was doing what I was doing. We were both making contributions. I don't want to play anything down. But bro, he allowed me to take a step back to just go and focus on my family. And he didn't seem to care when I came back. And he just carries on working. He don't fucking complain about nothing. He's just like, get your head right, bro.
No.
And the fact that I've got somebody in my corner that says to me,
to
brother, I can't treat him just like work.
No.
Tigo allowed me to go and sort my situation out, and 2-3 months later, I'm with my youths.
Yeah.
Brother, I'm like, Tigo, you don't even understand what you've done, bro.
Do you know what? I know we keep saying it, but Tigo has to sit.
I found him anyway. He's gonna go when we're ready.
He has to sit on the couch.
He has to, bro. You're talking about such an important, and that's another prime example of why you go to work with your family. You don't go to work with over there. And at the start, when I went to work with Tigo, bro, honestly, never for 1 second did he feel like over there. I told him an idea that I told over there. Over there dismissed it and said I'm crazy. I told Tigo in 2022, over there's angry that I even started this. So who should I stick with? Family or over there? Because over there's concerned about right now, and family's concerned about how you're going to feed your kids in 10 years.
100.
I advise everyone in the creative field work with family, but the right family though.
I'm with you on that. Honourable shout out to Shivas. Big up Shams each and every time. If you want to watch it, the link's in the description.
And an hour and a half late.
Hour and 14 minutes to blouse and skirt. Killer. And you know we're leaving soon.
There's late, and then there's I'll catch you later, big man.
What are you saying, brother?
Tef's a fly, though.
Here, bro, everyone.
Always fly.
Oh, God, man. What are you saying, brother?
Oh, wait a
Always
minute.
Fly.
Oh, not always fly.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
I wish that was true.
You got me, man.
Yeah, I'm on all of you lot.
On me.
On so much of you lot. At home.
Do you know what the maddest
SP.
thing, Tef, is, yeah? Poet's the one who reminded me that the guy... If Poet didn't mention anything, I wouldn't even have went. I forgot. I actually RSVP'd 2 days before the thing because of him. And he didn't even come.
But you know why though? I'll be honest.
I was reminded on the day, I'm not gonna lie.
Serious?
Yeah, and I just... Yeah, no excuse.
Come on, man. You had a howler. You and Billy had a howler, man, but it's cool.
So wait, give the context.
Alright, so there was...
My outfit though, but
Someone has to. Jay-Z also liked it in 2010. Oi! There was the GRM Gala, man, even though people were dressed like it was a brunch. There was a GRM Gala, and
A brunch.
what do you mean? Do you know what a gala is? The most extravagant clothes you've ever seen. The moment I start seeing green suits and blue suits, you look amazing. But this is no longer a gala.
We said Michael Dapp had a mint one, didn't he?
Michael Dapper's minting was wavy. And
It
so was
look-
Posty. Posty's...
Posty's thing was proper.
That was
Po-
ridiculous. But
Posty's
it's the
all-
wrong
that's
attire
Posty's
for a
thing.
gala. That's all I'm saying. But
Okay.
more than anything, I just didn't feel like I should be there.
Why?
Because in this situation, I can say I've listened to Young Test Project within the last year. I've seen that he should go after a year of progression from the last gala. You deserve to go and fucking say, yo, let me go celebrate my year. Okay. Chuckie, your year? Let's not even get into it. Sensational. My year, by my standards, not good enough. So I'm not going GM Gala to celebrate what? Everyone in there have done stuff.
You can celebrate other people.
No, they can celebrate themselves. I celebrate you lot all the time. If I'm not here
That was
chatting
what I was
about
just
you
about to
or
say,
helping you lot, I'm done now. On a day like that, I got to think to myself, nah, I'm actually not done good enough. This year, I've not been good enough. So guess what? I'm not about to go and jump around everyone and pretend that I have. I'm going to stay home, fam. I'm going to figure out a plan. I'm going to work hard. So next year, when I'm at GM Gala, I feel like I've accomplished something. I've done something. I don't want to get into a habit of celebrating mediocre performances for myself. I'm not on it. So I have to upscale, that's all. So GM Gala, believe, things lit. It was great to watch. I loved it, but I need to step up, man.
I actually enjoyed the day still. I did enjoy it. I went like...
Yeah, I had fun, man.
Come on.
What time did you get there?
To be honest, I got there kind of early, you know, for my standards anyway. I got there about 6.
Oh yeah.
It was still like sunlight when I got there.
Yeah, same.
So just to give some context to some of the suits, obviously when the 40 fella WhatsApp
So you're gonna
group,
put
you
them on the
know
screen?
I'm gonna be in there like, what? Now Tef, you've given me a viable excuse. I'm gonna give it a blind. But Tef's outfit, he wore these blue ripped up jeans with the blazer and some waistcoat that my cousin used to wear to go christenings. And the only other person I saw wear this, I'm just gonna get the image for you.
What are you saying? It's Jay, the big
Fam,
homie.
a man sent it to me. When I saw Jay-Z in this, I said, Tef wants to dress like the greats. So I'll give him a blind.
I'll be honest with you though, Jay looks shit in that.
What do you mean? So then what does Tef look like?
Nah, he don't look shit. I wouldn't say he looks
No,
shit.
but you just said he looks shit in that. So, and this is the same outfit as Tef.
The fit's different.
The fit's different still.
You're just trying to kill me. The fit's different.
Nah,
By the way, Jay-Z only ever dresses well in black.
I don't think Jay-Z dresses well anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But black, when I say black, I mean on stage, just when he does the all black thing.
Yeah.
That's it. Other than that, he's garbage.
I think GRM,
Dress-wise.
not Tef, because Tef, you know what, that was a bad day for you, I'll be honest with you. Very well dressed guy. But I think after this year's performances, GRM Gala next year, you should take a look at everyone's pictures, and just for the state of your business, you should offer stylists with certain invites.
Do you know the maddest thing is, yeah? I didn't even know.
I hear it because I had people say, "Well, why don't you just use a style? Like, you got style like you got suit like I've got
avenues."
I just didn't want to.
This is why I have to get on you.
I know.
know.
It was just a quick like cool.
You
But
could've
I hear
got
it. It was a gala, innit? I hear it.
We gotta make an effort.
No, I hear it,
GRM are in Kensington, the big money are on, bottles, and man, them can't just go and make a little bit of extra effort. And Loons is wearing a suit that Michael Jordan wore in 1912, like he was on the Titanic.
Have you got a picture? What?
It broke my phone. I don't want to put a picture up. I've got a picture of it though. I'll send it to you afterwards. I'm sorry. I just think make an effort. That's the one day where maybe you can't go to your wardrobe. Just maybe.
Do you know the maddest thing is? The maddest thing is, yeah, when I was there, it didn't feel like that. It just felt everyone was like spruced up in however they wanted to spruce up. And it was just the vibes.
But I'm a hater. I'm at home. I'm not.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I didn't think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You had
need
to
the
be
haters.
there. I don't think it was that.
Like, you see, like when you're looking at pictures,
What?
yeah, it's different.
It
But
don't.
when
it's
you're
different.
there,
It's not that deep,
That's a bad
Tev.
picture.
That's a bad picture. Look at Billy the Goat standing next to Maya Jama. She looks like she found him outside at McDonald's, fam.
Had I been Billy, I probably wouldn't have taken it.
Look at you can't take a picture of Maya Jama when she's looking like that.
do you know what?
And Billy's my guy, bro. But Loons,
But here,
you can't wear the Air
can I
Force
back
Ones
Billy?
with the Michael Jordan suit.
Can I back Billy a little bit? Let me back
no,
Billy.
no, seriously.
Billy's what? Billy's 18. Billy's 18, yeah?
No.
Let me back him. Who's that?
Loons.
Oh. Let me back Billy quickly, though.
Yeah.
Billy is
Wait, what did you say?
18.
I'm gonna tell Loons you said that. Go on.
Billy's 18, young, and from probably a hood. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, respectfully, money not up like that. Things, you understand what I'm saying? He's just trying to find
Don't
his way.
do that. Don't do
You know,
that.
I'm not gonna lie.
necessarily a
I
money
could-
thing.
It's
I'm
not a
gonna be
money
honest
thing.
with
Don't
you.
do that.
The
Don't
reason
do-
why I'm doing that is because I just know that that would have been me.
Brother, them
At 18,
jeans are probably
it
more
would have been me.
expensive than
And
trousers.
I would have felt, huh?
You can go and buy trousers for 10. No one's asking you. No one's asking you to come in like Posty in the Chanel. I'm not asking that. I'm asking you to make an effort. And Tef just admitted he didn't make an effort.
But
That's the
Billy
truth.
wears tracksuits every day.
Who?
That's an effort, isn't it? I've never seen Billy in the jeans.
That's a good point.
Do you understand what I'm
You've just
saying?
equalised.
It's just
You've
the-
just equalised.
Okay, so you say for Billy's standards, he went a level
But,
up, but
yeah.
he didn't reach.
Yeah,
but
do you know what?
I think it's
That's
honest. Essentially what I'm saying is, like, in seriousness, it is unfair to, like, you understand what I'm saying? If Billy was like an artist that was making mad racks and whatever, you would expect
there
that.
in sandals, man. Do
do you know what?
Let's have it right.
But
Who was in
Tef,
sandals?
I allow the
There was
girls.
gal that was
Do you know
wearing
what?
sandals in there.
I leave
That's
the girls. There's other girl podcasts. You can get on the girls. I'm not here to get on them. I'll get on the man them. Improve.
No, I know
Improve,
that, I know
man.
that. But I'm saying, I didn't have an issue with that. It's not like I'm going to say anything like, oh, why you went? Like, you come as you are, innit? Like,
You can't have
I
an
get
issue with it. Did you see what you wore?
I liked my outfit. I
hear
wouldn't
that.
have stepped out if I didn't. I would have stayed at home. And
So I would have only liked your outfit if you took a picture like this.
Or like The Rock.
look, I'm going to a shoot now. After this, I've got my full suit. I've got my tailor.
Are you doing a suit, yeah?
I've got my suit. Yeah. So
This is why I'm
it's
on-
not like I can't do it. It's
I know
like-
you can, Tef. You're one of the best dressed, bro. This is why I'm on you more. Because you didn't make an effort. You showed me. Billy made an effort.
I had a bad day.
Billy made
So
it.
Billy made an effort. You didn't, and you ended up looking like Billy. Oh, that stinks.
But that's what I'm trying to say. That's why, like, yeah, like there was a middle ground. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he went up, I went down.
So basically, you're Man
It was
United.
alright though. I actually enjoyed the day.
He's Man United. Who do you support?
I I don't watch football.
Oh, okay. He's Man United.
Yeah,
He has all the minerals to succeed, but you're just 6th place.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
But the Howlers are nothing like what people have dressed in today. Oh, the Howlers this week are some of the worst things I've seen in my whole entire life, bro.
Chuckie's outfit.
I liked Chucky's outfit.
Let me see what you're. Do you know what?
I'm not saying that.
It was given a bit. It was given a little.
No,
bit
you
Butler.
said something. Oh,
Yeah, but that was the vibe.
oh,
that
now
was the vibe, though.
I was giving you
That was the vibe.
You had the
Yeah, that was the vibe.
yeah,
Suspenders was
the
great.
suspenders.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put it
yeah,
on the
suspenders
screen.
on.
Put it on the screen.
Suspenders. What was it? Checkers? Was it checkers?
wait a minute.
Yeah,
I see something I'm not sure about now. What is that?
Hold on. What is that?
Zips,
Is that? That's not the same.
He's got too many zips.
Yeah, the zips was bonkers.
Now,
What are they
now
jeans?
you've
What are
gone
they
too
jeans?
far. I didn't know. Thank you for that.
I didn't clock that.
He's got zips in places that
I didn't clock
zips
that.
don't need to be in. Oh my god! This is worse than PK's tracksuits. This is terrible.
Packs though, he had packs.
I feel like the zips was alright.
So you've got slim jeans with 19
They're not
zips.
jeans, they're trousers.
Trousers with 19 zips.
Zips on them.
I liked his outfit.
I didn't even clock that. I'm not gonna lie.
I liked his outfit though. I liked it. It worked for Chucky. It worked.
I'll thank you for
Get
backing
your
me, but you
tongue
don't have
out
a
his
microphone,
ass.
so you didn't-
Chucky, you're not allowed to
didn't-
wear them jeans around me.
They're not jeans, they're trousers.
But you're not allowed to wear them tracksuit bottoms around me. I don't care what.
But you know
call
what? The
them.
Butler vibe was kind of what I was going for still. I'm not going to lie. That was
that's what you're going
intentional.
for?
That was intentional.
So that was your attempt.
That
was what you was intending to do. I can't get mad. If that's what you intended to do,
So he's saying you lot weren't fucking with the zips then?
No way.
Acting like he would have pulled up in the free.
Poet would have come in a bin bag.
Shorts and fucking.
He would have come in a bin
Let's
bag.
have it right, bro. Poet would have done
Strongly.
some outrageous shit, fam.
He would have come in a bin bag.
IKEA combats.
He would have come in a bin bag and put a logo on it.
you know my thing. I went to the GRM Awards. Not the GRM. Is it
Yeah.
the awards? Oh, what?
with a
He went
bucket
and
hat.
put-
No, with a dressing gown. And Teflon won. So I don't care how much of an attempt you lot made to look good.
what I
I
mean?
won in a dressing gown. That's a real winner. No, it was Ralph. It was Ralph. £100.
Bro, you don't have a mic, but
But so some of you lot had howlers, but it's not for you to be upset with me. You made decisions.
I'm good with it.
You left your house, and this is the abuse that you deserve.
we'll get to the howlers in a bit. Tef, how are you, my bro? What's going on with you, my brother?
I'm great. I'm good. Blessed. You get me?
You feeling that way for real, for real?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel happy, man. So, I feel like this is probably the first summer I've had in 2 years. The last 2 summers. Do you know what? The first lockdown summer, I enjoyed that summer kind of
Why?
because it was just like it was
Something new.
peaceful. You got to like spend time finding out stuff that you like and you
Yeah.
like doing to keep yourself like occupied because you couldn't go out, you couldn't link the man them, so it was like, what do I even like doing by myself? You just had to figure out. I just started doing mad shit like buying plants and watering plants and painting.
They know what
Stuff
I'm
that I
mad.
like doing.
Right. This is interesting. We don't talk about
wearing
that.
them jeans.
You know what, yeah? Enough men that
get
come
beat
from
up.
a certain place, women too, yeah? Come from a certain place, yeah? When it's like your life is a lot to do with like just being around the man them and
Yeah.
just whatnot.
It's driven
you
by
don't-
that.
Yeah, you don't always really know what is it that you just
like.
solely like.
Yeah.
Because even like the little things that you might sort of gravitate to, if not everyone's gravitating to, sometimes it might just come across as an inconvenience, innit? It's just a bit large, fuck it then.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, that lockdown I was doing like just doing shit in the house that I like. Like I did as much stuff that I enjoyed doing in the house that made me want to spend more time
In the house.
Do you know what I mean? Like even going back to like just watching like I don't know like cartoons from the 90s and stuff like that, and like just sitting in the garden chilling listening to Bob Marley or something, I don't know, fella. Like, I just found myself doing stuff that I wouldn't normally do but I enjoy doing. Do you know what I
Are you
mean?
a reader?
No, not really. I used to read more when I was young. Now I'd rather like I'd rather listen to like an audiobook or podcast, something I can have on in the background that I don't have to visually like watch, but I can still take it in. Sort of thing. Yeah.
There's a couple of man them that I feel like, I don't know what it is, I don't know why it is, yeah, but I feel like you lot seem like you're in like pretty decent spaces still.
Yeah.
And like another person that I see almost the same as you is like Boost.
Yeah.
I feel every time I see Boost, we always exchange a real good energy, and I feel like that's got a lot to do with where his mind's at today, or
I
has
spent-
been
I
in
spent
the
a lot
last
of time
year.
with Boost still. Over the past year or so, we spent a lot of time together, and it's like even with him, it's like bro, it's like he'd be like, bro, bare stuff that like man thought was normal. It's not normal, bro. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, the way we grow up, like the things we do, like if it was up to man, like if it was our choice, we wouldn't even do this stuff. I'm like, stuff like what? It's like, bro, just normal shit man does with the man them. Like it's not normal. Like, but to us, it's normal. It's like I like doing other shit now. People see me in places and they be like, bro, please, like you're actually cool. Or Teflon, I didn't know you was funny like this. I'm like, bro, because you've never seen man in that space.
Yeah, man's only been really.
You expect man to be in the ends with a hood up, with 50 man on the corner smoking trees, but no.
Yeah, but it's almost like man feel like man from the hood don't have personalities.
Yeah, because man from the hood, a lot of man from the hood is their personality trait.
I hear that.
And the only people that are exposed to any things are the people that they feel safe around. So more time, you ain't seeing shit, fam. Like, people used to think some of my friends are just horrible people. They're some of the nicest people you ever meet. And now that we're older and you're out of that sort of
because once you have to come out of that space, though, I've got friends that don't leave the ends unless man's going on a show or going on tour. Like that's their only escape from the hood. So even when they come out, you got to tell them, no, you can't do that here. Or no, chill. Like man will be trying to, I don't know, like spark a zoo on the main road. Like bro, or not. Like, you know what I mean?
Are you mad like that?
But because it's just ingrained in them, this is normal, but it's not normal.
To be honest with you, when I saw Boost at the Vibber party, that wasn't normal to me.
At the where?
At our Vibber party. We had a Vibber party in Shoreditch, downstairs next to the pizza place.
Yeah.
I expect Tef to be there. Tef is... When I saw Boost there having a good time, I just felt extra happy. Like, I didn't even know
loves that shit, though.
He loves... I didn't realise, though.
You wouldn't know. He loves that shit, bro.
He said to me, Paul, tell me next time. And I was like... Well, I ain't done one since, but yeah, I'm like, all right, I will keep you in mind. I just didn't know that this was
like,
your thing.
Like, bro, that's what he's on, bro. He's like, bro, like, this music shit, it weren't for this music shit, it wouldn't take me to these places, it wouldn't be around these people. And it's not just a money thing, because you can get money anywhere and still not be in certain circles. It's more of a status thing. Music can take man places, man, money can't.
100%.
Put me in rooms that money can't. And he sees the more he takes his career serious, the more of these places he's able to be in, and the more he enjoys himself. So that motivates him to get back in the studio, make music.
Do you feel like that's happening more now? Like,
yeah, across the board, definitely.
Starting to see that, like, if I actually apply myself properly now, and actually really focus, something actually really, really could happen this time, as opposed to it just being a thing of I'm just good at it.
100%. Even me, like, who was I talking to? I was shouting to Philly. He's like, Tef, you don't move like a star. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, bruv, you'll just be in here, like, chilling. Like, obviously the man is there, but you'll just be walking around by yourself. Just on. I was like, yeah, because that's what I'm on, innit? He's like, but I want you to move like that guy. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, bruv, if I phone Chip now, Chip will say, oh, you know I'm a star though, for you. He's like, I don't get that from you. He's like, because you don't need to. Like, that's not man's angle, innit? And Boots came over and was having a convo. He's like, he knows, but he doesn't know, man. He knows, but he doesn't know. I was like, how do you want me to move? Like,
No. You see what you're doing? There's an old yard tune. I don't know if I got it word for word, but it's like every man play their thing a little way different, a little way different. Everyone's just got a different path.
Yeah.
And Kendrick Lamar's humble as fuck from what I see. The man that does fucking Matrix, who plays Keanu Reeves. You read about that guy, and that guy's just. My man is on giving away most of his money after the film.
Yes, no.
He's on. He's got like a 1-bedroom yard. That's not moving like a star. But if you told me Keanu Reeves is not a star,
of course he is.
Do you know what? Do you know what I think? If everyone moved like a star, you inspire less people.
Do you know what you've just
done? Do you know why?
You've just cracked the code.
If everyone moves like a star, you inspire less people, and the reason being is because not everyone can relate to the star.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying.
Some people don't move like a star, but you recognize them as a star.
Right, but this is it. It's like
on paper they're a star, but I'm talking about by nature, the way they carry themselves. But man will come in this room now. Like he's giving it all of that, but you're not a star. But a man that is a star might come in there, shake everyone's hands. How you doing? You good, bro? How's the fam? Like that to me is more of a star because you haven't forgot who you are and you're still like.
But that's not even necessarily where I'm going with that though. What I'm saying is that like certain people who you would look at as a star might have a certain type of personality and move a certain type of way or whatever it may be or whatnot, yeah? And there's a bunch of people that can relate to that because that's what they inspire to be or to have or whatever. They're able to, as you said, go into a room and just chat with everyone and whatever. But you know what? You just got certain people who just don't want to be in and amongst that at all. They just want to be able to just create, not be around people.
What, because they're antisocial, or because that's just
whatever
not
the
their...
reason may be. Whatever the reason may be, they just might come from a certain. They might come from a certain type of community. It could be anything, but I just think that like it's so important to see different versions of rappers, for example, because. That inspires more people. 'Cause I might not want to be like this guy, but I might want to be like you.
That guy, yeah.
I might want to be like you. I identify with that a little bit more.
We need different types.
We need different types. We need different types. If we just had one set of a star, you would inspire less people.
I think the most confident people though don't move like stars.
The most confident.
The people that move starish are very insecure, and the people that are just, I have this quality. It's breathing. Yeah. It's waking up in the morning and going to brush your teeth. It's so normalized to me. For me to move strange because of it, that's weird. That's weird, yeah. Whereas some people, I can understand the people that get so much attention that they just maybe a little bit paranoid. But the individuals that, like you said, like, yeah, you're doing well and everything, but like, you've walked into a room, you're not too sure if your quality is that respected, so you just move stush. Because I probably won't chat to you. Yeah. Whereas, like you said, there are some people, bro. Chunks is a star. Chunks does not move like a star. He does not move like.
You might not even know he's in the venue,
brother.
Yeah, facts.
Like I didn't see him at the gala till like the end. I was like, "Ross, what are you in there?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm sure."
Chill, innit? But then you might have Maya Jama, who you may think moves like a star, and I can tell you from the moment I've met Maya Jama, this is how she's operated.
She's always operated.
She's man of them from day one. So I think the people that move like stars, and this is not to discredit anybody, you should go and seek some help. You're as insecure as me, man. Don't worry, that girl is not responding to you in the DM, man. Just get over it. It's cool, man.
Have you got to separate yourself from the hood a little bit to be able to get to achieve?
I'm totally separated from the hood. I don't even go to
not in them jeans, but that's the last thing I say about the jeans now.
Like you can't, bro. You've heard it many times. You can't do both, man. You can't. You can be as close to it as you want, but you cannot actively do the streets and have a professional. You might be able to rap. Sometimes you might go studio on the weekend, but I'm saying have a professional career where you can move around, where you can link this person, that artist, this producer, where you can go to this type of event. If you're still like 100% like in the street, you can't. It's not gonna happen, bro. And you'll have reminders and
right.
Man will life will show you why you can't do both.
Yes. But you know what the killer is, yeah? You see, when you live a life like I lived, you know, at year 11 you go to college. You know, 2 years, 3 years in college, you go to uni. Yeah. You see the situations like on road, yeah. When do you leave? Because if you can't leave for whatever reason, say for example, I hear where you're coming from, like music. Oh, bro, I want to be a musician. You discover it at a point when you're in the thick of the bullshit, and you're trying to apply that lifestyle, but because of certain commitments or certain restrictions you have, it's now a hindrance to you in your career. How do you sort of navigate through that? If you understand where I'm coming from,
I feel like when you live, like when you actually live in the hood, it's much harder, and obviously not everyone can just up and leave. Not everyone can just move their family out the hood or whatever. But for me, I feel like me waking up in the hood every day, I just still had that energy around me. Even if I wasn't actively doing anything to do with crime or hustling or nothing like that, me just waking up in the hood every day still gave me that feeling. I still got to watch my back. I still got to be wary. And I couldn't comfortably do what I wanted to do musically while still living like that. Do you know what I mean?
So you had to make the sacrifice.
I had to literally locate myself outside of the hood for me to actually feel like I'm a professional music artist. This is what I do. This is my life. I don't have to go there for nothing. My mum don't live there. My friends that are my friends, they don't live there. So why? I don't need to be there. Not everyone can physically do that. So I'd say
enough people are stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to that.
Yeah, because I'm at an age now. Yeah, I have friends like you said. You go to school, you go to college, you go to uni. I have friends that have been working since we was teenagers. I'm talking about from we left school, they've had jobs.
Yeah, same here.
And they've stayed on that path. And the jobs that they have now, if we're out together, they dress the same as man, they look the same as man, they drive the same car, even better. They have the same jewels that all the men that was hustling from then have. So if we had knew that in hindsight, why wouldn't you just go and do it the safe way and you ain't got to watch your back every day and you ain't got to worry about who
Because
knows
life would have
you
been boring, man. We wouldn't have had
Yeah, I
Top Boy.
don't know. Obviously, no, I get it. No, I
wouldn't have bought
get it,
those
but I
jeans.
ask that question a lot because, like, bro, my brethrens that work in finance or whatever they do, they're able to live the same exact life the man them do that still have to take chances to this day. So it's like, bro, what was this even worth, bro?
It's fucked when you say that, boy.
What was it worth, bro?
Do you know what the maddest thing is? Sometimes it's just the one incident that changes everything, bro.
Yeah, no, it takes. You need
It's
to.
what
You
there's
need
a-
to learn from your own.
But I mean, even like a negative incident.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You need to learn from your mistakes or from your L's and be like, this is why this happened.
But also, that negative is bigger than you. You're in a place where mad negatives happen, and you find yourself in the game.
That's what I'm trying to say. When you're in there, you're stuck, bro. That's why you have to physically, like, I'm talking from experience. I have to physically get out before I could mentally get out.
Right.
That's
what I'm trying to
fucked,
say.
bruv.
Because I can want this as much as I want, and I could dedicate my whole life to this, but I'm still going back to that same estate. I'm still seeing same buildings. This is where my friend got stabbed. This is where I got stabbed. This is where I got nicked. This is where they booted off my mum's door. Like, this all here, this one place.
Yeah, you get
And you
get
need
the fuck
distance
out
from
of
it
that.
to get over
Yeah,
it.
let me get out of there, bro.
I hear you.
Imagine breaking up with your ex, but she lives next door.
I know, it's fucked.
Or them people that buy
Do you know what
houses
I mean?
with their missus
Or even still
and then
live
they
with her.
divorce
And
and
then
then they
you're
got to
still
live
in
in
the
the
same
house.
house.
Yeah.
That stinks.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Your life could be great. You had the maddest day out. You come home. Oh shit, I'm here.
Yeah, you can't elevate.
I went to my brother's house one time. He's divorcing his missus. Well, they're not divorcing, it's not together. They were together for so long, they might as well be married.
Yeah.
But big man, I've walked into the house watching TV. Do you know how strange it is knowing that his girl comes, well, they're not his girl. She walks in the house, she don't even say hello to me. I feel like I'm breaking up with her.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
energy
so
is
the
just-
energy is.
The energy is just you can't. You
I said
can't
to him,
miss it, bro.
I don't know how you got to get out, big man. But even if you got to go to a hotel in Tottenham,
get out,
get the fuck out of here.
It will,
Can't
get,
elevate.
it will get better before it gets worse, bro.
It was in,
get out,
I
bro.
went to the house in August. Why is she marching? How many months before that was? I said, let me get out of this house.
Yeah,
How's she so angry?
That's nuts. That's actually
I'm
nuts.
not on
bro.
it.
Think about it.
I can see her now just walk right. She walked clean past me in front of the TV.
And don't get it twisted. Like, there is parts and people and energies that you get in the hood that you might not get elsewhere. But I feel like at this age, like, I've had enough of it. Like, I've embraced it. I know what it's about. I understand it. I'll go back if I want to, but I don't need to.
Is it one of them? Sorry, Chuckie. Is it one of them situations where you measure out the risks of where you are,
100%.
and then you sort of make a decision based upon that? So if the risk,
I do that in general anywhere I go.
Okay.
But when I'm in the hood, I just know this is high risk now.
Let me
Yeah,
get
I
out.
hear
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
The risk is-
Yeah,
I don't need to think about what could happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is where.
And
it
the
happens.
maddest thing is sometimes the high risk isn't even about them. It's about what you might make me feel like I want to do or will do. So I'm gonna step away from it.
But you can't
completely.
control what's going on around you. You can only control your actions or your reactions.
Yeah.
So it's like, but then again, you've got
Fucking
rappers
hell.
that remember I keep adding age into this because you get like these young rappers. Obviously, they blow up quicker now. They get richer quicker now. Their thing is, oh, I've got all this money and I'm in the hood. Like they're proud to say it, but they don't know. That's what. Obviously, I'm not gonna tell, bro. That's where the darkness
Bro,
is.
you
like,
put
your
yourself in the
brethren might-
line of fire.
You've
even
done a mad
more
thing
so.
now. You've just done you've got a mad number on your back.
Right, and
Your
do you know what the
target
maddest
is
thing
nuts
is,
now.
bro? Do you know what the
crazy,
maddest
innit?
thing is? The target actually isn't even from necessarily from the stranger.
No, it's from people that know you.
Right.
Oh, that's Jason that used to kick Bullwood in the pen. Oh, that's Jerome from school.
Yeah, my man's little cousin.
What my man?
Long.
And you're
Oh,
saying,
nah,
right, he
but
lives
yeah,
there
my
and
man's
he,
the guy
and,
now.
he, and he bought the bus down and he's in there. What?
I tell young rappers all the time, do you know why you're in the worst situation? Because you're in an environment and you're at an age where large groups of people hang together. So if you're between the ages of like 12 and 22, everyone goes school, college, and there's large groups of that same age group happening. After 23, 24, everyone
Kinda
breaks off and does their
goes,
own
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So if
branch
you release
off.
a musician, like an artist, a rapper at like 27, 28, always struggles because he knows if I drop my song, if I drop it to one person, they're not around 30 other people.
yeah.
And then them 30 other people are not going to be around 100 people after that to share the song. So
I didn't really think of it like that. That's why the sharing circle's bigger when you're younger as well. Still,
So these guys need to understand, yeah, you're doing it because you're talented, but also your sharing circle's bigger. So then therefore do a risk assessment, because how dangerous is it now if your sharing circle's bigger?
Because you're just advertising your wealth and success
to
people
everyone
that are very close in proximity
Brother.
to you and don't have what
I don't have it.
and all
and
you're
don't
thinking
have the means to get what you have. And it's dangerous.
And then so
bro.
imagine as well, like what, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 grand is a lot to a lot of people, and you just got that on a pinky on the estate.
and you know what era I'm
Do
from?
you know, I know a man
As
who
a
got
teenager,
moved. I got exactly. I know a man
crazy.
who got moved to so wickedly, by his own people, them
What?
because of something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, on his like when I say wickedly, not even like they moved him. Like
No,
They've
it was
just
a
done it very
nasty
straight and
thing.
dark and
Yeah.
very premeditated.
they know where it is. They know what's happening, whatever, and they know
Those
my
are the
man.
worst.
They know my man's popped out. Boom. Hopped in the yard, window
Yeah,
open,
cleaned them
bam.
out, look.
When I tell you, bro,
Look.
cleaned him out.
And that's another thing. If you're living in the
250
hood,
bags worth of stuff.
don't be
What?
leaving expensive stuff in your house.
250
like that.
bags, gone.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
250 bags worth of stuff. And you always have a man who say, listen, brother, you got peas like that, yeah, or you've got things like that. And it's probably best that you just move. my bro.
Move.
Yeah.
Or just don't have your most like crazy stuff in your house, like the stuff that's actually worth stuff. Like just don't have it. Man, know where you live, bro. Just come on, man.
Safe storage, people.
Just have it somewhere else. Bro.
Save storage for true.
In my yard, the most valuable thing is the TV, and that's $5. Don't worry, nothing I go on. You're not gonna pick up the yard, so
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can like people. I feel like man, like not even young man. I feel like there's a lot of men that just spend money on like crazy stuff, and they don't spend money on the security or keeping
Right.
it safe. Like,
that's very true. That's very
Bruv,
true.
if you'd rather spend that money on having it safe than having to buy it over again or lose it. So just put it somewhere safe. Put it in a safety product box.
These men are not
Don't
reading the
know.
body language, brother. And let me tell you this. You see this here, yeah? This is like, it's one of the top ones for me. This is one of the top ones for me. Yeah?
I started one of my favorite rappers.
He's
right
cold.
now. Stardom
He's
and
cold.
Boost. Trust me.
He's cold. He's another one as well, you know.
Yeah,
He's another. He seems like I don't know what he's going through at the moment or anything, but he's like, when I see him, he is another one. I feel like I see in a
He's
space.
in the right mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to remember it, like with man that rap like how we rap, yeah. I like it's not like the most favorable genre of rap, like you know, like you got the sub-genres within rap music itself, yeah. Like in this country, it would be like you'd have your drill, then you'd have like I don't know, like your trap rap or your flashy rap and whatever, and those would be like the top for the last, I don't know, like 3, 4 years, 5 years maybe. But with our thing, we come from more like the era before that, like some people call it road rap or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like the Media Massacre days.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Spiff TV, all of that. And I
My
feel like
favorite days, man.
that energy is coming back into rap music. And I think that's why we enjoy the music we're making now. Because I've had man ask me to do very different type of feature lately. I'm like, bro, if it's not
This is long.
I'm talking about big artists, I'm like, bro, this is the lane I want to be in.
But
And
you know
people
what?
that
It's
like
smart
it,
though.
appreciate it more.
It's smart, Tef, because that lane has always existed and it will
Always.
always exist.
And that's what I'm
it's
saying.
got nothing to do with popularity. It would have just been popular at first because it was the
'Cause it
original
was
one.
first, yeah,
but the good
yeah,
thing
yeah.
about it is the longer people stay there and you've got so much big examples of people there, I just think you'll forever be fine.
Yeah. it's
Like
timeless.
Blade Brown,
It's
you...
timeless.
Like you've never not been
Yeah.
relevant, or the Scrapses, or the Nineses, or the Gigses, or the Boosts. You lot are always cool because you're living in a world that is proper.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the people that live in the 4-year realm thing. Call it like you're making school
Yeah, because
music.
look at that, like, do you remember that, like, I think it might have been 2016, 2017, it was like that Afro rap
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
and they were popping, radio shows, everything, and it's like, now, where is that? That's turned into something else now, no?
Yeah, do you know what? Because that was like them times there as well. It was like it had unis on Smash.
That was the time. The
Yeah.
unis were going crazy for that music.
Yeah, they were having these red light parties and whatever, and they was like these flipping the promoters were using real big venues, and like that the music at that point was popping in there.
Chuck, you know
Like, that was busting that. Huh?
You know, that's a great. It's almost a great. I don't know if I can't think of the word, but it proper relates to the first thing we were speaking about.
What's that?
Going to America and thinking you've got 4 years, if that.
What, in American music scene?
In a sense of anything that's alien to you will never last forever. It will last for the time, a period, like maybe 2-3 years, and eventually it goes back to what I consider the foundation and the truth that lives in life. Yeah. So if your rap form is the first rap form and every other rap form derived from that,
goes back.
It's not even a cycle. We're always here. We may be here. Like, we're always in the Premier League.
Okay.
We're always in the Premier League. We're always there. We're never not in the top 6.
Yeah.
We might sometimes go Europa. We might be
the style of play might not be what everyone's using right now.
But we're always there. But these other clubs are Leicester City. They might be winning the league and doing their thing for a little while before you know it, they're ninth. What, you're doing your thing? Oh my God, now you're getting relegated. But you're the rap, you're never been relegated. Never been relegated.
Yeah. Do you know what, with that though, I feel like there's, each time someone else comes and they do something, which I was saying to you before, is like, it breaks open a door that we are not familiar with yet. And then there's just a new level. And then it just becomes another person, and there's a new level, and then there's a new level, and
someone's got to figure it out there. And
there will always be someone that will reach that level, but ultimately there will always be the purity in like the style of where that originally comes from, which is the most important thing. But I think that sometimes, even with the level rising every time, whether it is someone that is doing it out of the purity of the music, or whether they might be doing it for other reasons or whatnot, each door that opens up, the more money that essentially is being made is that like this level here, which is the pure level, ends up still being able to benefit from it in some way, shape or form
100.
Because there's more that is being plummeted into it. Does that make sense? Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
What do you lot think? No, go on, continue.
Nah, I was going to say, whereas like before, it's like when the scene was so much smaller, each door that was being kicked down, people were still not necessarily, there was beneficiaries of it, but the beneficiaries were smaller because each door that was getting kicked down was a smaller door, which ended up to be a big door. Kind of what I'm saying? Yeah.
Proper talking.
Well, like, what do you think of, like, because my man said something, kind of along that lane, Central C, when he was like, UK artists don't like
we spoke about
working with each other. I mean, did you speak about it already?
Yeah.
Working with each other as much as how the Americans do and how Americans work. I don't know how close you lot are to artists and how they work or how they do their like studio and whatever, but
when you go through problems,
actually wait, I want him to do this just very quickly before you say what you're saying. How did you interpret what he said? I didn't hear.
That's what I'm saying. So there's two. So I saw it or heard it, whatever, like probably like a week ago,
right?
And then I kind of agreed with what he was saying. Is like UK artists are a bit more bougie, they're a bit more hesitant to want to work with someone or reach out to someone. I got
this one.
Whereas in America, everyone just quit. Like, bro, we do. Alright, let's go studio now. Alright, let's go. Alright, we might see you. Alright, cool. Pull up. Alright,
do you remember when Puff Daddy done that?
And it's just a vibe.
And then he busts out. Go on.
I got this. Do you know what it is, bro?
Ask Skepta.
Wait, no. I even finished. I saw it like a week ago, and I agreed with it. But then I saw yesterday on Twitter that Mimi had she posted, but she said, she agrees with what he's saying, but with the type of platform he has, he should be leading the new school, as in we should, instead of saying, you know what, that's how it is, so I don't really care about that. He's got the power now to say, look, come, let's go. I agreed with that even more.
Let me say this, Firstly, I have to say that I haven't seen it. I'm just going by what you have told me. So send it to me. Honestly, my perspective of that is, this is being spoken about from a honeymoon period, bro. And what I mean by that is that like
still young.
It's and this is the same analogy that I mentioned before. When I hear someone say that, do you know what essentially I hear? Do you know what I'm hearing?
What?
I'm hearing a woman saying, "Oh man, I can't stand UK guys. Yeah. When I go to America, they just treat me so nice. They're just like my Miami man, he looks after me this way. My LA guy, he does this for me." And it's like, are you essentially saying that most of the women that are living in Miami and living in LA are in happy relationships? The women are going through exactly the same thing that you're going through. The only reason why it seems different is because when you go over there in an isolated period of time, where it's a couple of years or whatnot, and people are showing you love or whatever else, it seems as though, oh, you know what? Like everyone's just out here showing love. Yo, All you have to do is be someone like me who sits there and spends hours upon hours upon hours researching, listening to artists, watching interviews and whatnot. They're saying the same thing. They're saying the same thing. They're saying you know, when I was in my hood in wherever it might be from, they're going through the same shit. They're going through the same thing. Yeah. Man, like artists just recently, I can't even remember what state that they're in. They're licking each other down. Man are actually literally dying over that thing because you know what the gun laws and whatever is. You see, like in England, because it's smaller. Yeah. Essentially, England is one size of an American state. It seems as though everyone here doesn't fuck with each other. Big man. Let me tell you something. Dave fucks with Central. Yeah. Them two work with each other hard. Yeah. Not everyone needs to work with each other, but you see, like, man, them kind of. I'd see Dave with Clavish the other day, and like, man are doing it, but it's unrealistic to say that every artist is going to come and say, "I'm going to fuck with everyone," because that's not what it's supposed to be like. I think it would be good if. Actually, I don't even think it would be good if everyone.
I think I
don't think it would be good if everyone. No, I don't. I think that would breed too much familiarity, and everyone would be too buddy, and there'll be no.
But we should be
creative.
We should just before you go. But we should be for and supportive of the next culture and the next artist, and as we move.
100%.
This is what I think everyone needs to stop doing in life. They just need to stop walking into life with an expectancy that all the things that they like should happen, and when it doesn't, they're upset.
People should move
like, what the fuck, man? Yeah. Like, we have to learn balance, bro. And we have to be honest, and I think his management should sit him down and go, you see the art form that you create, it derives from struggle and is involved in whole heaps of conflict. So how can you get to the top of it and not want whole heaps of struggle and conflict? What the fuck are we talking
rap started like that. Rap started like, if we come in this room now, us three and my rappers, it's let's battle.
Right.
It's not let's go and make us, it's let's battle. You got bars, I got bars.
Right. So how can that be what it is, but now you believe, this is what I try to say, people think they're more important than the science of life. No one is. If I can take a blade, do that to your arm and it cut that, and it happens to everybody, when it happens to me, why am I going, why is this happening to, it would happen to anyone. So I'm saying, if you walk into anything with a level of expectation that everything you want you should get, you're going to be disappointed. When you're disappointed, you got a choice to make. You either say, I'ma figure out a new approach to this situation, or I'm going to walk away.
Yeah.
And you're walking away, and I'm like, but that's where your business lives.
Yeah.
It's just
no one's saying that there isn't problems here, you know. Because
I know. I'm more talking to him.
No, I wasn't even combating what you're saying. I'm saying there's problems here,
brother. But I don't get it though.
But to allude to the fact that like America is rosy in regards to rap music, fucking hell, like you are off. You're misinformed.
Do you know what you've done? You separated your art form and the culture it comes from. You're just looking at your music
rap
and just
culture
saying,
in general isn't like, let's buddy be friends. Even if we don't have beef, street issues, me and Poet could be in a crew, you're in a crew, we don't like my man. We like your music, we listen to it, but we don't like,
But like, do you know what culture that's from? I've gone to a dance with my brothers and I don't even like my man. Yeah. But nothing's happened.
Even yard artists, they're the same. They clash. They want to do sound clash all the time. And it's not like I genuinely hate you as a person. It's just like I think I'm better than you.
So I'm gonna show you.
Yours.
Let's go. Do you know what? And I'm not. And I just don't want to work with you. It's just not like I don't want like yard artists are definitely like that. Yard artists don't want to work with everyone.
I would rather take a rhythm and do the own tuning it than work with you.
Right.
Just go
that's the part of the culture though.
That's why I love grime.
What they called again? What was that called again?
This is why I love grime.
Excursion. Yeah. It's
that
a rhythm though, essentially. Like you have a rhythm, an instrumental, and everyone does their piece. I love that.
What?
I love
that. I've asked rappers before, like, let me get that beat. Man,
don't want it.
I'm like, bro, if man ask me what I go and do, let me see what you can do with it. You know what I mean? Like,
now, back in the day, that used to in grime.
Grime.
But you happen from the producers. Because producers are like, do you know what I'm saying?
You hit the producer, yeah.
I remember Mission Rhythm. I wanted Mission Rhythm for time.
Aye, producers, we need some excursions, man.
Let's start. Yeah, I like that. Start hearing who's the best
Instagram challenges.
Yeah.
Let's actually pull it on wax. You man put out the beats and let the rappers. Yeah.
Because when Mark's done his one, I just felt like.
On the pen game.
I felt like if there was 5 more versions.
Producer form, like so man go to the studio.
Yes.
And actually.
Yes, you send the beat to 10 people you like.
Let's go.
Boom. And it's not even a tune. Don't go make a tune. Just go spit. Go spit for like 1 minute and a half, 2 minutes, and we've got to like it the same way.
And this is why I say like.
Yo!
You see anywhere I see
Yo!
Dizzy. See anywhere I see Dizzy, I take my hat off, bro.
Brother, I remember
I take like man's in the bro. I take my hat off, bro.
there were sidewinder sets.
Man,
weights
not
in the gym.
understand.
Glass to the Alizé right to the brim.
Brim,
Roll
bro,
these.
they can't
Swim,
swim.
doing it for Keisha, doing it for Kim. He wants arms out, he wants to swing. If
Oh,
you try
yeah,
to take,
man.
get a punch in the chin.
Who's that now?
Kano.
Kano's one.
And then he done this shit on a set with Esco one time.
was so-
Nasty Crew done a set and he spat that bar and Esco comes in right after. Brother, fam, do you know what?
Esco,
Bring back a radio
R.I.P.
station where you just play rhythms and man spit.
Yeah. We need to do that. Cause I swear, I watched. I can't remember where I was watching, but I remember you were saying about that
Time ago.
A lot of men don't come from that era where
Yeah.
20 man come in the room.
Yeah,
and everyone have
bro.
to yam food. One
Do you know
mic.
what?
Do you know
One
what?
pair of
You
them.
know that's why I was so upset.
They don't have that.
I'll tell a story on that. One
bruv.
time, this was just before we started the pod, yeah? When I was just like getting into just talking. I was just flipping, recording just conversations or whatever on my own. But one time I was like mad annoyed, yeah, because Manny Norte had bare rappers in a room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, at a show?
No, this
No,
is on Capital.
Okay. Yeah, at radio. Yeah.
Yeah, at radio. He had bare rappers in the room. He's running instrumentals and that, and no one
touched the mic.
was the only person. This is what actually happened. Yeah, the only person who touched the mic was Stormzy, and then Chip came in late.
Okay.
And then Chip, I think,
on
thought
it.
in his head, "Rah, what? Like just my man.
yeah, no one
I'm
ain't-
gonna do
yeah,
my
yeah,
thing."
yeah.
But everyone else was just standing there, not doing nothing. And I was like,
This is mad.
I was upset about that because I'm like, "Rah, how comes no one saying nothing?"
I know where that comes from.
No one. There was an instrumental here. No one said anything. Then obviously I went and
Everyone's
talked about
insecure.
it. Then everyone started ringing me.
Did you? Oh, you didn't
That's
say nothing
insecure.
at the time. It was afterwards that you said it.
Nah, so I've recorded like a thing, like a.
Okay.
This was just before we was doing the.
But
pod.
do you reckon if you said it there, the man would have got on it and
Manny didn't have Manny doesn't have that type of personality.
Yeah, he's
I'm not gonna be honest with you.
Like, you'd be like,
I'm
what,
gonna
man?
say some stuff.
Yeah, like, what, go
But
on.
Manny was just like, I think he just because there
Yeah,
was a
he's-
couple of
he's
men
more
that started
passive with it.
spitting, he just sort of just
Yeah,
let that be the moment or whatnot. Anyway, I've come and I'm saying to myself, like, I'm just recording the conversation, just chatting. I'm like I feel a way about that
course.
because what's happening? Like, why comes we've got to this stage now? Everyone's talking about flipping, I'm in this mode and that mode or whatever.
fun stuff.
I'm like, nah, this is all mad to me. Then I started getting phone calls from said rappers or whatever.
yeah.
Oh, do you know what it was? I had a cold that day and flipping.
Yeah, but watch this, bro. There's rappers and there's mic man. A rapper's gonna go in the studio. That's him. That's his thing. There's mic, bro. Hey, you notice like you've probably been to a show. You two definitely. You've probably been to a show of a rapper that had like I don't know one of the biggest songs of the year, and they've got no stage presence. They don't even know how to perform their own song.
Oh yeah. Don't get me started on that. Yeah, I know. Just that.
We have the worst performers in the UK.
Bam.
Can't even
I
perform
can
their
say
own
that
song.
with
Man
class.
are doing Brixton Academy, just strolling on the stage.
That's nuts.
But you know why though? Honestly, I'm telling you, man. People don't make music because they love it. The core group, back in the day, grime was made because you loved it.
And you think you're
You
good
you
as
thought
the
you were
next
better
man
than
or
everyone. There was an
better.
energy.
Yeah.
I don't feel that when I'm
Yeah,
seeing. Everyone thinks they're like, it's like you say. Everyone thinks they're too lit and I'm a star and I'm wearing dark glasses. Big man, I wear dark glasses because I'm blind.
I agree
Try
with that,
and
but do you know what it
see-
is as well, yeah? Is that the difference is now is that, you know what? You can have one big tune and you can sell out Brixton Academy and you're not even ready for it.
Yeah, but then why
And
do
you're not
it?
ready for it. No, because your promoter and your manager's
right.
going to tell
But
you.
then tell them
Right.
no.
And that's the thing. This is
Because
about
it's not that decision that you're making. Someone's making a
No,
decision.
you gotta
Someone's
make
telling
it.
you need to do Brixton.
And you need to tell them no.
No, but do
You've
you know
got
what? Do you
one
know why they
song.
won't? Do you know why they? I'll tell you why. It's about having a good team that can tell you what you're supposed to do when it comes to those type of things. Because you know what? The reality is that the artist is probably going to do the math and say, you know what? I could do with that money there. I could buy whatever the fuck it is that he wants to buy. So he's going to want to do Brixton Academy as opposed to doing flipping Shepherd's Bush, because right now the Brixton Academy money seems nice. But the manager and the people around are supposed to look and say, nah, do you know what? I believe in this. Like, let's work this properly. Because if you bust your load too quickly, then this is done. and you're not going to give people a reason to even want to come back and see you again. Yeah, you can like stroll up and down on the stage and whatever at Brixton Academy. That's cool. You better make sure that you're fucking hot like fire again in the next couple of years, because people might have gone there and turned up to their most popular song, but the experience wasn't really that great. That was it. Do you get what I'm saying?
So you've maximised
right
that one time when you could have done the long way and done the Brixton Academy when you've got like 4 or 5 popping songs now.
But this is why I'm upset
now
by
you've
that.
made it a night for that fan.
But think about it, when did your manager meet you? When you first started making music, or later on down the line?
Later on down the line.
So their understanding of how the mechanic of you works is based upon when they met you. But you should have met yourself from day one. I would hope to think you did. So if you know
man should be telling themselves, you know what, I'd love to do Brixton, but let me
wait a bit, because it's taken me this long to be good at writing, and I remember it took me this long to be good at this, and so I'm not gonna make one song and feel like I can entertain a whole crowd because I haven't even done it before. So let me start off with 100 people, work on to 200 people, do it properly.
But it's an ego thing. I remember like numbers and stats have warped like the whole industry. So man will be like, oh, I sold out Brixton 5,000. When really you could have done a 2,000, sold it out and done 2 shows and made it a proper experience for your fans, rather than do the bigger venue that you wasn't ready for.
But why would you love it?
Because it looks good. On paper, it looks good.
Rappers,
but then
love
also
life.
as well, like obviously, where do you then go from there?
Now you've kind of stalled yourself.
Yeah.
Because you
when it comes to the live show thing, I study that shit. Innit? I know, like, I can see sometimes when people are blowing their load and maybe just cashing out. And you know, to be fair, sometimes that might just actually.
But that's the argument, because certain men say, bro, I don't know if I'm going to be here next year.
Right? Do you know what though? I'll be honest with you.
That's different.
Let me run it up.
That's different.
Do you know what, Tev? There are certain artists that, respectfully, I just know they're having a good couple of years, and that's great. Take the money. But there's others that are like, take the money, because in 3-4 years time, your fans. I remember I told you this before. Yeah, most of their fans are not necessarily fans of them.
I was going to say, I don't think those are fans though.
They're fans of the time.
Yeah, I don't think.
When you see, like, when you're 18, 19, 20, like sometimes it's just the time.
No, they're a fan. Huh? They're a fan. They're not a supporter, but they're a fan.
Do you class those as fans?
Well,
yeah,
I feel like
fan. A supporter supports you. I support you. A fan, you feel a little breeze, and eventually it goes.
Yeah, but then you see, like,
I don't want my girlfriend to be a fan. Don't fan me as my wife. Support me as my wife.
You're fucking air
conditioner. Fan about you're standing there like this. Your blood clot. AC on, man. We're good.
When you see, enough times when you see an artist though usually doing like an O2 Arena or whatever, if you look back at all the shows they've done before, you'll see that like
there's a progression.
There was a progression to get into that point. If you just start there, it's all mad. But
it's too high, man.
Dave's one's sick though. I saw Dave one the other day. Like, he started off in some like 100 capacity place in Camden, and then when you see what he's doing now, where
same with Stormzy. I remember going to Stormzy's first couple of shows. Same thing.
I saw him warming up for Lethal.
Who?
Storms.
Yeah.
He was supporting act for Lethal, and then like each thing just became a bigger thing, and then before you know it, it's O2 Arenas. Yeah, and that's the way that it's supposed. That's the way that it's supposed to be, as far as I'm concerned. But it's subject to the artist though, because not every artist is gonna have that level of longevity. I don't even know how we got here. But quickly, before we even do the Howlers thing and that, what do you think about like when people say that 2022 has been a not exciting year for rap music?
When people say it, as in fans say it, or people that's within.
I said today, what is on the menu today to discuss? And a few people mentioned like, it's been a really not exciting year for UK rap music.
I feel like people say that because there hasn't been a whole influx of rap albums or projects, should I say? Like, who's dropped this year really? Nux,
Huncho. You had something.
Me,
Star,
Blade and Trap dropped.
Blade, Trap, yeah.
Star. But it's not like,
my nigga, it is just touched August.
Yeah,
I think the problem is the people,
it's
not the people. The problem is the people, man. They're too greedy, too blood clot greedy. They don't appreciate nothing. You give them something, they want more. There's 5-6 projects coming out this year.
I know Giggs is dropping.
Is he dropping later on this year?
Giggs is dropping, yeah. I think Stormzy's dropping.
And bare people are dropping songs as well.
Soon.
Suspect's dropping.
Crept and Conan's dropping.
Yeah, we saw to Conan.
Yeah, just give it time. I feel like rap's where it's where it needs to be, bro. It's where it needs. Like, and you have to remember, we might not be dropping mad projects or whatever, but guys are getting their business right now. Guys are actually doing things that need to be done in the background, so they're set up proper and so they can give you music how they want it. Me speaking for myself, I didn't have my business right releasing music till like probably the last year or two, bro, and I'm seeing the difference in how I put things out and the feedback I get, and like the way I can monetize things. Like it's so different now. And everyone's just trying to be businessmen, bro. We ain't just trying to throw projects out. Man could throw out 3-4 projects a year and not do nothing, or we can do it seriously and like. But the crowd, like you said, they're greedy, innit? Because, bro, man dropped the other day, man be like, oh, Teflon's a new shit. I'm like,
fucking hell. That,
but also, again, but then we are also greedy. We're also greedy.
In what way?
Because we only look at we only look at what's being responded to us rather than what's happening. So Chuckie may have asked that question and 3 people might have said it, but there's 1,000 people that disagree, but they will never say anything.
That's true.
So now we're going with the 3 people.
Yeah, but we can only go.
We never consider that.
True,
so we have to also, because next you know, you populate a narrative that nobody even likes, and it's like, what the fuck? Only 3 people said it, big man.
What do you think of the state of the game, the UK rap game? And bro, you have to remember, in the past, I don't know, 12 to 18 months, we've had more number ones in rap than we've had in the past 10 years or so.
Are they rap songs or?
But it's all.
I'm joking. I'm being a cunt.
Drill comes under rap.
Yes, all of that stuff. Do you know what? I think I can't even remember where I was having this conversation, but I was saying that like sometimes I listen to some of the state of the music out there, and I think, oh my god, man, this is just absolutely
okay. No,
wait. But let me land, yeah.
Okay,
but what I did think though, is, what I did think was though, yeah, is that sometimes people always turn around and say, it's the worst year. And I'm like, nah, but hold on 1 second, yeah? What is it that you're actually listening to? And what is it that you're looking for?
Okay.
Because you can't turn around to... I don't think anyone could ever really turn around to me and honestly say, yeah, that this particular year was just solely the best year of good music. The reason being is because... what we do is we go back to a certain time and we cherry pick. We say, oh yeah, this came out, that came out, but you forgot about my man when he made this and that one when he. We just forget about
we pick the highlights.
The good stuff.
We pick the highlights.
The good stuff stays. Do you get what I'm saying? Unless the bollocks, some of the bollocks might stay as well because it was just like fucking. It was so mad, like it just did a madness that you can't really forget about it. Yeah. But we do cherry pick though. We say, oh yeah, this was good, that was good, or whatever, and we just completely forget about the whole funniness that was going on. And I think because we're in it and because I'm in it, sometimes I listen to some of this shit and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, bro, this is so dead. But I don't pay too much attention to that. I have my music that I like. Enough times, every year I always say, you know what, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna do not for anyone else, just me, my favorite projects of the year. And I remember times when I'd say that and people would say, what, you can do 10? I'm like, big man, I can do 20 because my ear is not tailored to the my ear's not tailored to the noise. My ear is tailored to what I like, and so I'm just trying to avoid the noise and find what I like. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, it's easy for me to do a top 20 or a flipping even a 30 if I wanted to. But
to counter that, I'd say there's a lot of gimmicky music.
Oh, 100%. But it always has been though.
There always has been, and there's an era that people tried to forget, and that's when everyone was trying to do the pop stuff.
Oh, of course. Well,
and people tried to rub it out all the time.
People trying to do the pop stuff. It's still happening now.
No, Paul.
What do you mean no?
I'm
whatever,
talking about
man.
That pops. Everyone's doing videos on the top of the roofs, getting the little choir, wearing the fucking
choir.
My brother, and you
remember that?
Have you not seen the interpretations of it now?
Yeah, but it's gone to TikTok now, isn't it?
You see pop music, it's always here, but you see when you're amongst the pop, no one can say anything because they're afraid.
What is pop music? Because I was having this convo with someone the other day. I was saying there's certain drill songs that come out that can be classed as pop.
What do you mean? Of course.
That can be classed as pop.
No, that is pop.
No. Only because it started here and it became so popular.
Nope.
It shifted across and now it's pop music. Now that was my argument.
No.
So
stop being a nice guy, man.
Can rap music be pop?
Take off the jeans. Let's tell the truth now. There are some rappers like Simon Webb that are not speaking to us.
Simon Webb's not a rapper. Why do you keep saying this?
Simon Webb that used to be in Blue. Oh, fuck off.
Probably rapped on the first song. My point is this.
What's that? All Rise.
Exactly. My thing is this. There are
That's
loads.
a banger, though. That's a banger.
But is it?
Don't disrespect
No,
the Blue.
but I didn't say.
Don't diss the Blue.
I didn't diss Blue. I said it's pop. Is it pop?
It's pop.
No, you agree with me. Put the jeans on.
Pop.
What I'm saying to you is this. There's bare other rappers that fit under that category. If I go to your show and everyone there's white, you're not making rap. You're making pop.
I don't agree with that.
That's not a problem.
I don't know.
Because when I go to, you don't have to. You don't have to. I go to a Thames show, I see the temperature. I go to WizKid, I see the temperature. If music,
rap music
imagine
is
this.
genuinely loved by white folks.
I'm not saying it's not, but if music is derived from culture, I'm going to stick to this. And you're saying certain things that only people in culture can relate to. I'm not saying I'm not going to see white people at your show. Of course you're going to. We're in England, for fuck's sake. But if I know for a fact you're not played in certain places like the barbershop or in the community, this is pop music. And there's so much examples of it. That's why I just said white people. I can go to your show and I'm like, this is Adam and Susie's rave. This is not Benjamin's rave.
You think
this
man
is not
in the
Desmond's
studio
rave.
saying, I'm going to make a pop song today.
No,
I'm
man
a
are in
rapper,
studio with their
I'm making a pop
A&Rs
song.
and their record labels.
And like,
and
go
they're
for this sound. Try this.
We got to keep the lights on, lads.
Yeah.
I know it hurts, but this is the truth. And if I upset people, it's not my intention. But then you should just change your reality.
Do you think rap music can be pop?
Of course it can be pop.
What makes it pop?
Alright, let's be honest now. Are you not going to be honest? Because I'll say names. Are you going to be honest?
Let's be honest.
Don't say that. You're not saying the
Let's be
conviction.
honest.
Let's be honest now. So, when I look at rap music, the moment you get signed, that's when I pay a lot of attention to you.
Why?
Because your sonical choice changes most times.
Yeah, but that's not the artist's decision though.
But it is the artist's decision.
That might not be the music they want to make.
So I'm saying to you, the moment that
But it's
you're
paying the rent, you just don't get the money. If you need to get the money,
no, I didn't say that.
Take the money.
Chuckie said that. I didn't say that.
No, it depends on the type of artist you are.
Yeah,
Go on.
Dave is popular, but he doesn't make pop music. But he's popular. I won't say he's not popular, but he doesn't make pop music. I don't think he makes pop music.
Okay.
And I feel that is something thought by loads of people, because when you take a look at the respect that he has throughout music, whether it be the popular stratosphere or even like the thing that's not that popular, he's respected all the way through it for his music.
Yes.
There are loads of musicians at top tier that are respected for the position, and they should be respected, because being a black man in this country making money and persevering is difficult. So if you get up there, irrespective of what you're making, man, I respect you and say, go on, you're doing your thing. But I can't say I respect your music. I can't, because the service that your music, or the places that I've grown up listening to a particular type of sound, you're not there. You're not there,
But
bro.
to counteract what you're saying though, you go to a Dave show, it's full up of white people.
Of
So
course
what are
it
you
is.
saying here?
Because
I
he's
think
popular. I said to you,
Your
he's
biggest
popular.
rap shows in general across
He's
the country is
popular.
going to be filled with
Of
white
course.
people.
So
Of course he's popular.
I don't see that as a problem.
They're
No.
the first to put their hand in the pocket.
If I go to a show, 100 people, and they're all white, this is not for me. This is not a bad thing, you know. I'm not saying these are bad things, but they are now more popular. I do know. That's the good thing. If I go to your show and I can say to you, the music, the people, everything surrounding it is
But
something
do you
that
like it?
Do I like it?
But do you like it?
The music.
It's not about whether
That's the
I
most
like
important
it.
thing.
No, it's
Do
not
you
the most
like it?
important thing. You're personalising a service.
Yeah, but you're saying
I'm
that
not
it's
personalising
not for
anything.
you if you go there and that's where it is. But you're totally eradicating whether
No,
you like
but
it.
I'm not personal. I'm saying in general. Generally speaking, that's why I said to you the barbershop and all of these places that we can all relate to. We don't see that Sonic there. We don't hear that Sonic there.
By the way,
we
my
still
barbershop
respect
only
the
plays.
guy.
My barber only plays dancehall and old school stuff. So, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah, he's lit
Sorry,
for that.
bro.
But you understand where I'm coming from? Like the community, there's certain songs you
I get
hear,
it.
and there's certain rappers you hear bubbling in your community. Before Diggity became what he is today, in my area, it's all they fucking spoke about, bro. And they still stop speaking about this guy. They just love him. But I'm telling you, there's other rappers that I talk about commercially and in certain spaces. But when I'm in areas that we could consider working class and so on and so forth, no one don't give a shit about that rapper, bro. Not inside the areas that I'm at. Yeah. And I understand the conversation.
I don't always think that doesn't mean
people.
I don't think that doesn't mean that they are not. I don't think that you're even saying this, by the way.
No, I said they make pop music. I said they make pop music.
I think you can make black music and it's pop.
Of course you can, because there's black people that love the pop shit.
You can.
Yeah,
course,
so then what are we doing?
But then black people are not. Cause there are black people that operate in other spaces, Chuckie, that are not necessarily very cultured. They might be more. They might be more over there than they are over here. They're still black though, and they go to
you
the
said
shows.
you pay attention to artists from the moment you get signed. I thought you meant in a way like, they're selling out.
Some of them do sell out.
Some of them do, but I thought
My
that's
brother,
the point that you had.
I want to say names because it makes it easier.
Go on then. Go on then.
Cool. I want to, but I can't. I always get in trouble, Chuckie. Not today.
Because I'm not gonna lie.
You don't get it.
I get a bit of what you're saying, but another bit I just don't understand what you're saying to me.
Obviously, we're talking about rappers.
Someone else help me.
All right, cool. I'll give you an example of a good example. We should do good examples.
Then.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Giggs has never been pop. And And he epitomizes exactly what I'm speaking about when I say journey. You've never been pop. Blade Brown never been pop.
But you're
never been pop.
The thing is, you're weaponizing pop though.
I'm not weaponizing pop. I'm saying I don't like pop.
Yeah, but the way that you're saying it.
Oh, you don't like?
against me.
I like pop. I just don't like when the man them make it.
That's the pop I don't like. I like the pop I've grown up with.
Are we talking about sonically pop?
That's what I'm trying to ask you.
It's a package.
Okay, so if I make a song today, and it's my...
If body language goes mad, and if you go to a show and it's a bare white people,
is that
then is there a problem?
So what did I say to you?
I
said to you, Dave is popular, he doesn't make pop music. I said it. It's documented.
So what's
you
the
recording? Is it
Alright, Stormzy had that track.
Bossy Bot.
No.
Blinded by your...
No.
Watch the
one that they used on the football shows and all that, man.
Pause on
Big for your boots.
Go on anyway.
He had the Big for your boots thing. That ended up being pop.
The Big for your boots. Yeah. So then, but
that's not a pop song where he said, I'm going to make a pop song today.
Yeah, but we can't have this because he.
Cool.
I don't know what he's like. I agree with you, but I don't know what the counteraction to that is. To me, I look at a man who makes black music and it just
no.
Is
But
pop.
he's saying he don't like when the man them.
Set out to make pop.
Yeah, that's the intention. I'm going to make.
No,
yeah, so
I don't. Alright, cool. Tef, let me just break this down properly. Cause we are young. These are young musicians, bro. These are young men in life. Yeah. I don't necessarily believe their intention is to go and make that sonic. I think their intention is probably to look after their family and do what's right.
They want to go viral.
They want to go viral. They want to go big. But unfortunately, in order to speak to more people, you're going to have to change something which relates to other people. Now, if the other people are not your people, that means you're going to be making a sound which appeals to a larger group of individuals in this country that don't have your journey. So therefore, to a certain extent, I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, but you are selling out. And you are becoming a popular version of something that is a bit more authentic. You can tilt your head back till it goes on the floor, bro. I don't care. Do you know why? You hate it because it might be some of your friends. But you know what the thing is, Tef? I don't care.
It's some of my friends, but it's not me. So I don't,
imagine this. If it's my friends, I can tell them and we should still be friends. Because you're still a great person.
I wish I could do certain things without man saying, Tef, he sold out, Tef, man, loud at
man can talk.
I wish.
I worked at Copenhagen.
I was doing away from the ends.
I worked at Copenhagen. I was wearing Man United jerseys. I sold out. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and say I didn't. I sold out, bro.
No, I respect it.
But I'm saying if man can have that honesty.
You just wore a Man United shirt just to troll, bro. I don't think you was doing it. Oh, actually.
I went to a Manchester United training ground situation with Brian Robson to go and do some work in 2015 with Manchester United. I had a choice to say no. I said yes.
All right, okay.
I sold out. Don't try and stick up for me.
But
tell the truth.
So you know what I'm saying, yeah? To me, if you are making black music, if you are making black music and you figure out a way to change something
to involve the majority
in a credible way, I see that as genius.
Yeah, like Thames, like Wizkid. These are geniuses.
Like Kanye.
Kanye is I agree with you.
Yeah, that's genius type stuff.
And that's not what I'm speaking about, because the one thing I can say about them type of music, them type of songs there, if I go to a yardie dance tomorrow, I'm hearing Thames. I'm hearing Wizkid. Mm-hmm. But there was a couple of artists that when I've got my Ray and Nephews bottle between my legs, couple gal over here, they're not playing certain man.
Well, do you know what?
They're not.
No.
But and look at you.
But
you know.
Do you know what?
It's not a bad thing though.
But do you know what?
These
no, it's not. And I still hold them.
Men.
I still hold them to a high regard, and I still rate them.
You should.
I still rate them.
These are successful men from our community.
And I know that, like, and there's not going to be a conversation, but I know that Stormzy sometimes can be a sensitive subject when we talk about these type of things. But to me, when I listen back to his project, whether I like it or not, all I hear is black music. That's it. Yeah. And it so happens to be that you go to a show and you see the same type of kids that you'll see Dave, that will be at a Dave show. Mm-hmm. But I'm still seeing someone performing black music, gospel music in fact, singing songs to them, and they're singing it back. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't know what the conclusion is of what we're saying here.
There is no conclusion. That's the beauty about it.
No, it's just a convo.
There's no conclusion.
I like that conversation though.
It's a convo.
It's just like, do you know what it is? I'll be real with you. You lot can't be fully honest. Maybe you can, but I know you can't. So I know it's a difficult conversation to have. Because essentially what I'm saying, for better or worse, is right. It is not, and the only thing there is that I've weaponized one side of it. So it looks like if you take my side, you're discrediting the other side. So maybe the way I've said it is bad, but essentially what I'm saying is not wrong. And I'm not trying to say anybody's wrong for
it's
doing
music,
that.
so I don't think it's wrong or right.
I just think you have to accept the decision you've made and live with it. It's not a bad thing. Like I just told you, I sold out, bro, on many of occasions. I done something I didn't even want to fucking do. Ended up trying to get cancelled. So I'll be the first to admit I've done it, but I can hold up my hand and say I've done it, bro. I'm saying to you, with musicians, the reasons why it's not as spoken about as much because you're like, it's a personal thing that you're giving. It's not like me just doing a fucking service to someone. Like, this is a personal thing that you're giving that's meant to be from you. It's meant to be your art form. So if your art form doesn't speak to your people as much as you'd want it to speak to your people, and someone else notices that, that is a bit disheartening because you're actually getting rich and you're profiting and you're next to people that, I get it, but I respect people that play within the principles. So I have to credit the individuals that are playing a game which is harder to play but are successful. I have to credit you because you're out here.
We're not taking the easy route.
Brother, you're not taking the easy route. You're out here telling me the worst stories. You're out here telling me really what's happening in our communities. You're out here making me feel uncomfortable at times. But guess what? You're successful for it. Now, if you do the opposite and you become successful, of course I credit you because you're from a fucking community. It's bad, bro.
Okay, I just want to say, because you said 5 minutes ago it's hard to be a black man successful in this country.
It's hard,
so
bro.
If you're going to take black music and pander it to the other folks,
it doesn't matter. That's still
more
hard.
power to you, bro.
Do you know
it's still hard, you know? That's still hard to do. It's just not as hard as...
Your sentences and your paragraphs, I agree with.
But
in the context in what we're talking about, has lost me a bit. That's all.
It's because I can't say names. If I could say this in comparison to that, that's why I just gave you the best example.
And maybe in my head, I'm assuming a name. And that's why I'm trying to...
You are assuming names. I hear you. But I'm saying to you, if I'm going to keep saying say the 5 names that I said, can any of us argue that those are the best examples of individuals from our country that make music that epitomizes to a small group of individuals? Is that not great examples of it from gigs?
Okay, so what about... going back to the other I was talking about. Okay, what about like... the Tiny Temper era. Well, at the time, he was doing numbers that were unheard of.
All right, so me,
and you had man saying, "Oh, the music."
But you didn't listen to it. You wouldn't. You the fuck off, man.
Wait.
I'm not having it. You listened to. I
liked Written in the Stars and shit like that.
Oh, whatever, man.
But it wasn't stuff that when I say I want to listen to rap music, let me turn on that Tiny Temper. No, because I wasn't. I'll be lying if I was. But if it came on my telly or the radio.
All right, so let me show
liked
you.
it.
I can be honest. I can be honest with Tiny Temper. I bought the first album twice. I got his mixtape that he was doing covers on, and then there was a tape he got called the Happy Birthday EP.
That's cold.
Now on the Happy Birthday,
I was on there.
Now Tef,
I was on there. Yeah.
We're gonna get to that. On the Happy Birthday EP, you've shown me you can rap.
You can rap. That's rapping.
You fucking with some nights at the temple. Mental. How am I successful? Nigga chose a pen. Well, I picked up the pencil. You're talking to me now. So then once you do that, and then hear me out. And then your lead single on your next project called Trampoline with 2 Chainz, it starts off looking like a Nicki Minaj video, and the opening line is eeny, meeny, miny. I pay for your shit. I'm invested in you. I have a right to be upset, bro, because you've disappointed me. Furthermore, I fucking found out on Radio 1 for hearing the song for the first time, and I'm like, but bro, I listened to your Happy Birthday EP. I spoke to Wretch about his verse with J. Cole. I heard Tiny, Wretch and J. Cole on a song. I was losing my mind. I was like, this song, this project is for Tef, you're on it. Krept and Conan, do you remember when they jumped on the song and they were, brother, what song was that? With Tinchy Strider, G Fresh. What song was that called again? 100K. Are you fucking mad? Are you not crazy? That song, that music, I'm like, yo. But when you come out doing shake. I know that's not for me. That's not for me. The average wage in this country is 27 grand a year, bro. That's being greedy. There's paying the bills and there's just, I want the most money ever. Obviously, your outgoings determines how much you need to make.
You want to pay the bills and turn up.
But he is making music, like I'm saying. If he carries on making that, he'll be fine, bro. And now he made that music. He doesn't even rap today. I'm like, but Tiny, you can rap because I've heard it. I've heard it. You can rap. I've heard it. No one can tell me you can't rap.
Of the game or the fuck.
He should have dropped out that other stuff, man.
He came at a certain time, innit? But you know what? I won't put that all on him though, because there's so many of them that did that. There's so many of them.
Hundreds.
And there's so many that tried and failed. Let's have it right.
Yeah, loads of them tried and failed.
But loads of them
tried and failed. But you know what? At that time, as much as I didn't like that, I understand. Even in hindsight, I understand it even more. But them times I understood it too. It was like the first time that the other side, it seemed as though man was getting let in and you could actually make real money. And so for that, loads of them saw this door open and saw this opportunity and just went for it. My biggest problem at the time is that when artists were doing it and then almost coming across like they were better than everyone else now because they made a little bit of money. I didn't like that.
That's fair enough.
That was a big problem for me. That was a massive problem for me.
But think about
it. What you're doing with your chest, and that's fine because there's a door. You know what? Loads of this, some of this shit needed to happen for us to even get to where we've got to now. But you know what? Just do it with your chest. Don't do it and make it seem like, oh, now you're off this and that and whatever. I hated that.
And there's so much examples of people that do things like that. Like I said, if we could have a real honest conversation,
that happens
I
today,
can break down people.
I was going to say, still, I can identify that in certain artists.
Today,
right now.
There's artists today that will shit on certain things. I've seen artists shitting on people that smoke weed. What's going on? We're from here. How are we segregating ourselves to be over
out
there?
In the studio 2 years ago, smoking.
Man was bunning it down. So you're moving like you don't understand where we're coming from.
You're above it.
You're above it. So who are you speaking to when you say that?
If you're from it,
you can't be speaking to me and my people then, because that's what we. Even if I don't do it,
I don't even talk. I've never taken crack. I don't even talk down on crackheads.
Do you know why? In our community, we see that. But if you're not from a community that
was certain man's parents, like I'm not gonna.
Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Can I just say today though, I'm happy with. Today I am happy with our top tier rappers.
Yes.
I'm happy with the ones that are like really, really doing a complete madness. I'm comfortable with where even rap music is right now as well. Yeah. I feel like if someone came and was like, "Oh, introduce me to certain things," I could do it comfortably.
Easily,
I could say, like I can justify why this guy is the guy or why this woman is the woman, like why people are respecting them. You get what I'm saying? Whereas once upon a time, I couldn't really do that.
You got a lot more female rappers that can actually rap now as well.
But I'm actually happy. I'm pretty happy where the scene is at. The thing is, I also understand that we're always going to get bollocks music. We're always going to get people that are going to go into the studio to make songs for radio, whatever the hell that means, or to just there's no good without evil.
The only good thing now is I can say most of the rappers, especially that have come from this neck of the woods anyway, if they're on the main stage, at least I know they can rap. Whereas back in the day, I couldn't promise that. They're not going to let you down. If you say, who's the 3 top artists you would say right now?
Rappers?
Yeah. Including everything. So, whether they make just 3 rappers right now, including everything.
Right.
I'd say Dave, Central C.
Yeah.
And...
I might still... nah.
Just say it. I
was going to say Digger.
You can say 5 if you want, if there's someone else you might want to put in.
I could put Digger in there still.
Digger can rap.
Yeah, I put Digger in there still. I think the only he's not.
I want to see the Julius making more rap songs, bro. Because
I would love to see the Julius. They can rap, bro.
I'd like to see them doing the Excursion thing.
Yeah, I'd love that.
You hear when Diggy done that? What's he done that Skilly Bang tune?
Yeah, the Yard Man thing. Like he's wicked with the Yard Man.
He's wicked with the Yard Man thing, man.
Hey, Howlers anyway.
Brother, I think, man, I love the artists in this country, man. They just got when someone's got so much potential, you see it, you're like, use all of it. Use all of it. Stop using that part there. It frustrates me. Do you know what frustrates me as well? People that say things like this. What I'm going to play, I know no one agrees with.
Go on.
And that puts me in a good place. I'm tired of being a
winner.
Alright, sorry I take so long sometimes to get to these howlers.
No, you can't, man. You're good.
I want you to listen to... Did I send it to Chuckie?
What? Let me have a look.
I might have sent it to you. Because it is... Oh, sorry. I went to the wrong place.
What is it? Which one is it?
Don't worry. I have it. Tef, EA Sports, and Chuckie, I would like you... Don't do that. Thank you. I would like you to listen to something for me.
In your life.
Sorry.
Fuck the guy and his mom.
What's the freakiest thing you ever did in your life?
I fucked the guy and his mom.
What? His stepmom?
No, his like birth mother. And she sucked his dick like. Yeah.
Stuff.
No, it's not finished. It's not finished.
It was great. Once he looked at her and told her, "Yo, come do what you do best," it was downhill from there.
Wait, he told his mom, come do what you do best, and...
Come do what you do best. She started sucking his dick, and then at one point they looked at me and he was like, "Come suck this dick. And I was like, why obliged?
Who the hell is that?
She said it was one big family.
Who the hell is that?
I'll show you her later on. All right, so everybody that would like to move to America, I just want to expose you to some of the things that are happening over there.
Yeah, it's
America's
nuts.
Not real, man.
It's not a real country.
It's fake.
Let me show you the way it even started. The Native Americans lived there originally. They all got wiped out
And
for
they
the
called them
Europeans.
Indians.
And they called them
They weren't
Indians.
Indians.
The Europeans have gone there, claimed the land, and now you just listen to the things that they're saying. Such as, I sucked the dick of someone I'm seeing, and so did their mum. I'm sorry, if that's the land you would like to move to, people, go ahead. I'd rather stay here where we have principles, almost like a school. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with this.
disgusting.
Chuckie. Disgusting?
It's disgusting.
Brother.
That country's not real, man.
Brother,
They get away with everything.
And
You
we
know
just
that?
we just see it as funny humor. It's like America's like a TV show. Like America's just a TV show. And we just get and we laugh and joke about it. But these are real human
Bruv,
beings.
they make
there's a man out here allowing his mum to suck his dick, and he looks at her and says, do what you do best. What do you mean, do what you do best? The only thing I would accept if someone said to you, suck your mum, and you go, yeah, I used to. Obviously, I was a baby. Used to get some milk from the tits. Now, you're reversing the roles. What milk are you getting from there, mum?
Listen.
Makes me sick, mum. Why are your kids, why are your
What is that on- what is
grandkids
that on-
in your...
what is that on a
Her
podcast?
grandkids are in her mouth. And you want me to be happy with this?
That is outrageous.
Enrageous. Look at me, I'm inside here, I'm sweating.
That's wild.
That's disgusting, bro. That's disgusting.
That's not even a howler. I don't know what
That is disgusting.
Do you know what? I thought it would get better. Now, on this podcast, a lot of you call me racist, and guess what? You're right. So the reasons why I believe I probably am, I'm going to play another one. I'm not racist. I just don't like certain things that you lot consider normal, such as this.
Which was that you would sleep. And on your 40th birthday, you set yourself a challenge, which was that you would sleep with 40 men in one day.
That was my birthday present for myself.
I'm surprised you could walk after that.
Bit of a sore back, but no, it's fine.
And did you afterwards think, you know, what am I doing?
No. I had the most fantastic day. Afterwards, me and husband sat there.
What? Me and my husband? Husband? Husband?
Are you having
Me and my husband?
Are you having a laugh?
So let me get this straight.
Are you having a laugh?
On television in England, GMTV,
That's wild.
you want to talk about all morning TV. I'm up with my picnic. My mother's inside the kitchen because she decided to let me and my children stay over for the night. A nice little breakfast, ackee and saltfish, dumpling. I'm feeling good. I'm sitting down, I switch on the TV, and I see Caucasian people talking about sleeping with 40 men in one night, and you have a husband. What?
That's cockhold.
He's the joke man.
Sorry, cuckold.
He's the joke man.
Honestly, husband, what you got to do is what
I
Castillo
learned what
said.
cuckold is the other day.
Yeah, when you watch a next man fuck out your gal.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
And
But
some of
don't
them
they
are
get
all-
a thing from it though. Don't like
Yeah, they bust their own off.
Turn on.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because they're things like this.
They can't. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
They can't please their woman,
It's,
so they get someone else to do the service.
It's micro.
That's like, what
they
do you
call
mean?
it micro.
Micro?
Yeah, micro
Chuckie,
penis.
this is not a car. It's not that you haven't got your license so you get a chauffeur. You have to learn how to drive your car.
By the way, I know a girl who met a guy who spent 20 racks on getting 25 racks on a penis enlargement still.
Look, all I'm saying is this, men, if you don't feel like you can pleasure your woman physically,
I
let her
thought
go.
25 racks was quite cheap.
You're talking about 25 racks. I'm talking about 40 men in one day.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
In one day. And then you went back
What,
to your
did they
husband.
all nut?
Was it all
That's
bareback?
crazy.
So if 40 men nut at you in one day,
Nah, they wouldn't all nut. Some of them would put it on breast. Some would put it on lips. Some would put it on, like, it's your, whatever your steez is, in it. Some of you put it on top of the pelvic bone. Some will probably put it on a knee. Some will put it, you know, there's a few different places where you put a nut.
so what did the husband do? Did he fuck her ass as well?
Probably did the cuckold thing and licked it. Yeah, that's it, bro. That's what man did.
This is why, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you.
Can't that do something to your insides? Other than have a baby. Like, if a man was basically licking that all up, yeah, surely that you'd be unwell.
Unwell. Isn't she unwell? For even thinking that this was a good idea?
Yeah, it's nuts.
I can't. No, they saw nuts, or she did anyway.
Yeah, she did.
And I definitely feel this husband should be banned from relationships. The only Huss I respect is J Huss. My dad wasn't a husband. I don't have no uncles that are husbands. Because if this is what they want to do,
Yeah, it's crazy.
through sickness and health,
Yeah, it's
fuck
crazy.
that agreement. I'll rip it up. This is sickness and this is your health that's being affected. You're sick in the mind for thinking it, and your health, when you got nothing on your tits, on your hair, on your hands. You know the killer is, no matter what, your husband's gonna know someone nutting on your left nipple next to the areola. No matter what happens from here on.
I would hate to know that my mum was carrying on with that type of fuckery, man. Trust me.
The last one, because, boy, that was just... Chuckie, I sent it to you, this one.
You sent it to me?
I sent you this
Was it the Airbnb one?
Brother.
I ain't seen it.
Brother. Let me just read something to you. Tef, I'm just going to read this to you. This is another reasons why. This is just not even to Central Sea. It's to everyone. If you want to move to America. Airbnb publicly apologized after it allowed a property owner to list an 1830s slave cabin for rent in Greenville, Mississippi.
You what?
What?
A what?
The
A
hell
what? A what?
am I reading?
A slave cabin.
You
Wait, what? Is there a picture of it? A what?
come again?
No, I'm not doing that. That was the woman that had 40 on her, not me. I'm not coming at all. Brother.
Airbnb apologized for slave cabin for rent in Mississippi. Of course, Mississippi.
Oh, Mississippi.
Of course, Mississippi.
Yeah, they love all that, don't they?
Them down south states, yeah.
They love all of that.
Well, as in Airbnb apologized to the customer who rented it out, not knowing that there was.
They all apologize to everyone. There's reviews. People stayed there. Shall I carry on reading, Tef? Because this makes me sick. In TikTok video that went viral, a New Orleans civil rights entertainment lawyer, Winton Yates. That sounds like my brother. Winton.
Yeah, he's got Caribbean heritage.
Come on, in this country, it's called Winston. The history of slavery in this country is constantly denied, and it's now being mocked and turned into a luxurious vacation spot. So the place where black people were absolutely disrespected in ways that we can't even imagine, from being forced to work under conditions that they wouldn't even work if they had to work for their family, as well as being raped and numerous other things, is now a place that people can just catch up in and go, oh my God, that's probably where black people used to get stabbed and killed and whipped. What's going on here, bro?
That's crazy, you know.
Crazy? That's what Neo released back in the day. Good song.
There's probably people that fetishize them type of people.
Yeah, definitely.
And they want to go and experience that.
What colour do you think them people
they
are?
live with their slave, their racist ancestors, so they're like, fuck, let's go visit and just for the old.
Well,
like
to be fair as well, there are certain black men that like to be chopped by white women and like for white women to call them niggas.
What?
They like to be called by niggas.
Who said that? Someone came out and said they like to do role play with
A woman calling him a nigger.
Mano.
Oh yeah, Mano said that.
said it.
Mano said that. Yeah, he said he
Mano
likes
said
women to call him like a nigger and
he
whatever
does,
else, whatever.
Oh, white women.
I know, yeah.
White women, yeah.
I know someone that.
And where's Mano from?
Mano's from New York, innit?
And where's New
Mano's
York?
a bad boy still.
Where's New York?
Where's
America,
he?
yeah.
From-
Honestly,
He's in a TV show.
honestly, America, I think is just an experiment.
Of course it is.
This just can't be real. Like these stories, and do you know
America
what I
is a marketing campaign.
What I hear about
America's
America?
not even 500 years old, bro.
Do you know what I hear about America? It's so much popular people that when they say something, there is no logic attached to whether we should like, is this right or
just
wrong?
like they're so
It's a
popular
popular
that-
opinion,
yeah,
so fuck it, it's probably right.
Yeah.
Honestly, people, don't move to the United States. Stay here. It's racist. John Terry still got good positions in life. But you know the good thing, cuz? We stand up when it's time to stand up.
Right.
You saw what happened during lockdown. Man, them stood up. What? Do you mean don't hit the streets? We're going to hit the streets and we're going to do a whole fucking tour telling you why you can't disrespect black people. Furthermore, there's more black people on TV more than ever now.
It's true.
We had to fight for them rights, dog. We had to fight for them rights. So I'm rather stay in a country that's still fighting. I'm not saying America don't fight, but the fight is so big.
Why was you telling John Terry to just apologise, by the way? I saw that on your thing.
Do you know what? I keep seeing many interpretations of what John Terry feels is the appropriate thing to do when it comes to the situation that he done all them years back, 2012, where he called someone a black something. My brother, and this goes out
Cunt.
to anybody, a black cunt. I hate that word, man.
So do I.
Anybody, let me show you the simple thing. I understand as life goes on, it gets multi-layered, and the most easiest thing is confusing. When you do something wrong, you apologize. That's it!
Yeah.
When you've done something wrong to someone, you don't make excuses, you apologize.
Apologize because that's what you're meant to do.
And
Right.
you know, that's
Even
it.
if you don't want to.
You've done something wrong. And then, do you know what? You open up the door for that person to reflect on themselves and go, is there anything I could have done different? Do you know what, big man? Where you're giving me that apology, maybe I shouldn't have tackled you like that. I apologize for that. I'm not saying it warranted the response. But now all of a sudden, we're having a conversation with no ego.
You could be arguing with your girl, and the last thing you expect for her to do is apologize. Then she says, "You know what, babe? I'm sorry." Then you're like, "Alright, cool. Maybe I shouldn't have shouted at you."
Yeah.
Now we can have a bro on convo now.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna be a pussy, I'm the bigger pussy. So
Yeah.
you know what? Shut the fuck up and don't call me back.
Did you hear that, John Terry? I'm the bigger pussy, old John Terry. Stop fucking making Koulibaly phone you in a car so he can say, "Can I have your number 26?" Big man, take it. You see that? Take it. Koulibaly's phoning John Terry asking if I can have your number 26 jersey. Fuck your 26 jersey, brother. Why the fuck would you want that? Why the hell would you want it as a brother?
Footballers are some of the biggest sellouts anyway.
My brother, all I'm letting you know is this. Remember in 2016, the Chelsea fans were done for racism because they racially abused Sterling. Guess what, Chelsea fan that racially abused Sterling? You have to support that next season, your blood clot. Karma that.
Yeah,
Karma that. Karma that.
Player, bro, is mad still.
Shout out Ian Wright, always standing up for the right thing. Shout out Les Ferdinand, always standing up for the
Honourable
right
shout
thing,
out to
man.
Ian Wright. Yeah, man, sit on the couch.
And
as
Les
well.
Ferdinand, I want to talk to you. Man, are playing down your thing at QPR. You're the first team to say we're done with the kneeling thing. What happens this season? Unless it's a special
Everyone doesn't
occasion,
wanna do it.
everyone done with the kneeling thing. I like pioneers. Les Ferdinand, QPR, my brothers.
Honourable shout out to Les Ferdinand. Each and every time.
Even Kyan Prince, they named the whole stadium after him. You got killed. He's on FIFA. Shout out, yeah, man. He's on FIFA. Like he got killed, but he's on
named the QPR
FIFA
stadium
like
after
he
him.
would be, what his age would be right now.
Yeah, I read his the book that his dad wrote. Really good.
Shout out his dad as well. Shout out all of them.
Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
man,
It's a really good book. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's proper good still.
And I'm not against anyone. I'm sorry. I just play on the fact that people say all of these things. I'm
In
just
fact, I
really
think that might
for
have
my
been the last
people.
book I read still.
Just for my. Is that wrong? That I'm for my people?
No.
I'm just for my people.
I'm biased towards my own as well.
I'm biased. And I'm even more biased towards Jamaicans. They can't do nothing wrong in my eyes. Vibes Cartel dropped a song the other day. Just saying.
Chuckie, where you from? You're a yard man.
Yeah.
Come on, don't try to claim that.
I'm not a yard. You know where I'm from, bro.
I know you're not a yard man, so don't try to claim that.
Oh,
That's up.
No, he had a little West African in.
No, I told you.
He can pass.
No.
He can pass. He can pass.
My brother.
He can pass.
He's more Jamaican than me.
He can pass. He can pass.
You
No,
can
he can
pass
pass.
as well.
I can pass, but he can pass.
You can pass
Yeah,
out
yeah,
like
but
Tiny
the
Temple.
reason why I accept it still is because that's probably where originally man's from.
Oh,
You
is
get
it?
what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that's where they took the. You get what I'm saying?
They took all the West Africans.
West Africa, deep rooted Jamaicans.
In Pisca, our village, we're from Ghana.
Seriously?
Yeah, real life.
Where's Pisco?
In Jamaica.
It's a village.
Yeah, well, there's a little place in Jamaica still. And
I
apparently
think
I'm from-
Ghanaians are the closest things to Jamaicans, bro.
I think it's Congolese. They like white jeans and white
But
belts.
I'm not style-wise. I'm talking about
thought it was-
mannerisms. You know yard man? Obviously, you get your hype yard man in that. But you see them chill yard man, but they're killers, though.
I know what you mean.
They cut your throat in a second, but they're just cool.
Wow,
That's
can't
Ghanaians,
live.
bro. And then Nigerians, we're the hype.
Serious.
We're the hype, Caribbean. Yeah, we're hype.
Yeah, but there's some you see
Are you
yardies.
Nigerian, yeah?
I'm Nigerian. Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
didn't even
saying.
know that.
There are some like yardies that are hype.
Yeah.
Hype.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not talking about the ones that you find over here, you know. I'm talking about the ones that back home.
Yeah,
back home,
They're
there's
like
some
flamboyant still. I call them flamboyant.
Okay.
yard man still.
Yeah, them flamboyant yard man back home,
Like,
brother.
do you remember
Shutters.
it's not even shutters. It's Belly.
DJ Khaled
When
was in
DMX
Shutters.
goes yard and
Yeah.
he meets Teddy Braxshot.
Yeah.
And
Teddy
he's got a
Braxshot.
lick down the dome, but he's got the mad
Yeah.
the mad multi hairstyle. He's like, yeah, you see my man, he looked like it, but he'll kill you in a second, fam. Quickly. That man that kill you quick.
But Rasta man are peaceful man still, and women.
No, they're not.
Deadly though, man.
Yeah, man, of course they
One
are.
I
time,
think the women are more hype than the men.
They're peaceful, man.
it's either Buju or Capleton. I remember I was in
Just
Jamaica.
don't disrupt their peace.
There it is.
Yeah.
I'll stop now.
They'll turn up on you.
They will turn up. They got Rasta man in the tree with guns. What are you doing with a gun in the tree? Blood, a gun in the tree. Do you know how heavy this
You
gun
gotta be
is?
cunning. You gotta be cunning in them countries. See, like third world countries and that. You gotta be cunning, bro. Like everyone can kill you, so it's gotta be.
That's the mad thing, innit?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you. You're not even gonna see me kill you. I'm just gonna come out of a tree branch. Yeah, that's it. Cutlass. Yeah.
With a strap.
Yeah,
Hey, Jamaica's wild. I miss it, man. I love Jamaica, man.
Hey, Tef, thanks for coming, my bro.
brothers always.
Appreciate it, man. Where's your shoot?
I gotta go East London now.
That's at East London.
Dasheen.
Hey, shout out Frisco. Happy birthday, bro.
Oh yeah, big. Oh, do you know what? I need to do this very quickly before we go. Yeah. So like, I used to, when I was like DJing for artists, Angel in particular, I'll never forget like the day that they started putting a band together, and I met this guy called Joey, yeah, and Joey was a really super talented bass guitarist, yeah, but he was also what you call a MD, well, for Angel anyway, like the music director. So he's the guy that he'll put the band together, and then brings the music to life. So you go to rehearsals, all of that type of stuff, and then, you know what I mean, next minute, you hear the tune's just sounding mad different, whatnot, it just brings a musical element to it, yeah? And I toured with this guy, I was around him a lot of times and whatnot, and he always made me feel, because bearing in mind, when you're around a band, and like people that are so talented, yeah, and you're the DJ in that, there's a part of you that feels a little bit like, you know what, what can I really add to this? Do you get what I'm saying? These men are playing
what's that called?
Huh?
That's not imposter syndrome, is it?
Yeah, it is like a little bit. Like I shouldn't be here.
Oh wow.
I shouldn't be here. These like his brother Jesse played the drums like a madman. You know, they brought in just a bunch of different people, yeah. But Joey in particular always made me feel like a part of the team. Always. And we just got on so well. This guy would just ring me, we just chat, like all up till recent times he would do that. And then I recently found out that he had kidney cancer and he wasn't doing too well. And I woke up today to find out that Joey had passed away. But I just want to say, yeah, like a big honourable shout out to Joey's family, to his brother, also to him. This was someone who was majorly and massively respected. Just not even just down to his ability, like not even just down to that, but just who he was as a man. Do you get what I'm saying? Like this was a man who served his church. You know, like a proper one of them man who like really served his church, really just like was about trying to do what he felt was the right thing in whatever dynamic it was. And like, you know, hearing him being in the situation that he was in was obviously a very tough thing for not just me, but also for his family and stuff like that. But I just wanted to just hail him up. I wanted to hail him up. Rest in peace to him. Big up his family, his missus, his kids and whatever. You know, like time will be the thing that will push you lot through. You know what I mean? Just go through the grieving process that you need to go through. I'm sure everyone will give them their space and whatnot. But yeah, man, like rest in peace to Joey, man. Love and guidance, light every time. Thanks for listening, everyone. Yeah, benjart.com. Come on, man. You're shout out to them, man. All right, cool.